And pull up a chair, episode 46. We are live.
Yes, sir.
Feels good to be back.
Yes, sir.
Not just me, myself, and all my demons this time either. So let's just dive right into it. To my left, I got Big Dooley with the Toolie.
Yes, sir.
To my
Yes,
left,
sir.
OG in the house, Sleepless Radio co-creator right here. And if you don't know this ugly mug, it is El Tugritente, the ultimate motherfucking sensei, the one who, of course, taught Bruce Lee everything he motherfucking knows, a.k.a. Space Mountain Stoney,
What?
a.k.a. Stony Montana,
What?
a.k.a. Young Dumbledore,
What?
a.k.a. Bed Burgundy,
What?
a.k.a. Edward Swisherhands,
What?
a.k.a. call me what you will, just never call me broke or sad. It's Mr. Keep the Love High and the motherfucking hate low, baby. Pull up a chair, episode 46. We smoking intros over here. Smoking intros like Young Thug was smoking penises. See, I had it, then I did too much. I did too much. It's like Scooter's fries. I did too much. I had the bag half full. Had it.
Yep.
And I put too much on it. But what's going on? Big Boss 20, Good Brother Doom, KRS3. We're ready to talk our shit. But
Yes,
first,
sir.
how have you been doing this week in the life of Dual Santana?
It's been pretty good. Can't complain. Work. Pretty good work week. Today woke up, went to the gym, got lined up. That's about it. Having a good day so far. How about
Nice
you?
lineup.
How about you? How about you?
Doing good. Woke up about 12:30. Knocked that hangover out of me pretty quick. Lickety-splickety.
Nice.
Got some Wendy's. Boom. Got the ultimate cherry Coke Gold. And here we are. Here we are.
Ready for it.
So, what do you want to dive into first? I'll let you have that choice.
Let's do music.
Do music?
Yeah.
All right, let's just go right into it then. Let's talk some new music reviews. Go over from what came out last week that I didn't get to mention and cover what came out this week as well. So I know you're going to love covering one of the albums that came out last week.
Of course.
So let's just dive into that one. Start with albums. Dominic Fike, Sunburn.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I know you said that's your album of the year.
Album of the year so far for sure. Oh, yeah.
I have been going back to it quite a bit, I must say.
That's all I've been listening to.
Like looking at the track list, the one with Weezer, Think Fast is great.
The best thing about his projects, too, that they're both like, that one's sub 40, and I think the other one might be like sub 40 as well. Like, they're just very easy listens. They're so easy.
Yeah, it is. 30 minutes, 11 songs. Actually, fuck.
Yeah,
I forgot that's just what I added.
Yeah, no, it's very, I know they're both, very
it's
short
15
listening.
records, 39 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you nailed it. What's the other thing I did just want to mention that I like a lot about Fike? I love this a lot about
His other one's
artists in general,
34 minutes.
Is like, the thing with him is you never really know what the next record's going to sound like.
No. Apparently had these done like for years now.
3 years, I think you mentioned or something. Yeah, because didn't Zane Lowe asked him, like, oh, you know, like, is this where you're at now? And he's like, to be honest,
no.
like I've been making new shit. I remember he even said, he's like, I'm telling the label, like, nah, I want to put this one out. Like, I'm telling you to eat this up. And they're like, dude, you're getting ready to drop an album.
Yeah.
You need to space this out.
Yeah, no, he's like, yeah, sorry if you were, like, expecting, like, you know, new stuff. He's like, no, I've been sitting on this for a while.
Great album.
But I'll take it, though. No fucking
Definitely a great
no complaints here, no complaints
I know
here.
at the end of the year on our Sleepless Radio Awards, I'll be expected to hear
that'd be
that
high.
come up quite a bit.
Yeah, that'd be high for sure.
Another album that came out last week that I was big on is Slugs of Love by Little Dragon. Has a JID feature on there.
Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
I heard JID sound like I've never heard him sound before. I thought that was a really great listen.
Yeah, that feature is crazy.
The other album, though, that really jumped out at me was the Drum Work album.
Yeah, that one was really good.
Rory Joint. You got Blue Glass on there. That's my favorite. This Is War, which is still just static for me, but that's okay because I went to YouTube to listen to it.
Yeah,
I asked Jay like twice. I was like, is that going to be fixed? And he's like, it should be fixed any day now. Love you, Jay, but it hasn't been fixed for days. So, lost cause. That's all right. Apple Music got the short end of the shaft on that one. But as far as albums go last week, I think that actually summed it up as far as what caught my eye.
Yeah, for like main ones.
I have been listening to Messy by Olivia Dean, but that came out a couple months ago. Talk singles from last week. So Valet dropped one single last week, dropped another one this week, but we'll get to it. He dropped just a little bit.
I like that. I don't. What is it called? Which one was this one?
This first one was called Vibrant. The other one was called Watermelon Automobile that came out yesterday. But this one, so he's got a project coming out next week, completely produced by Harry Fraud.
Oh,
So
is
this
that?
is the
Oh,
two
is
singles
that
for it.
that one with Bronson?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's fire. Yeah.
Love
yeah,
that
yeah,
joint.
That one's really good.
Bronson's verse on there was great too.
And anything with Harry Fraud too. Yeah, Harry Fraud.
the
Fraud and
music on
yeah.
Henry Fraud.
Fraud and Bronson's crazy, and then just adding Valet on it.
Seeing him work with Valet for a whole project is gonna be cool.
I'm
I've always said Valet's ahead of the curve so much. Like, how many times nowadays do you hear that similar cadence to want, you give me what I want.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like people do that want, that kind of like flow where it's like a very like almost like a choppy river flow, like a lazy river flow. Like, try to be articulate. AJR dropped a really good single called God Is Really Real.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, and that one was kind of like very personal to me because like I know he like mentioned dad. I was looking at it in my grandma's sense, so it was like that part where he's like, "We can break you out of here" and everything.
I didn't expect it to be liking it how much it did.
Party Next Door, P&D dropped another single, Resentment.
I'm excited for that.
Love that record.
I love some P&D.
Yeah, well, it's P4, right?
Yeah,
that's the next one that we're waiting for. Mick Jenkins dropped first single to his new album, The Patience, coming out in August.
I know you're probably pumped about that.
Got a stiffy. Pause.
Hey,
Smoke Break. No, when I saw the first single was Smoke Break Dance with JID, and then he comes in with that one for the low, two for the low, three for the low, 345, 440. Like, oh my god, like, classic JID shit. But no, really love The Patience. Really love that single for The Patience, I should say. Really looking forward to it. Fendi the Rapper and Cardi B dropped Point Me To.
Yeah, that was good.
That was really solid. Lupe dropped Chanel number 3 or Channel number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, Channel number 3. And really like that record. And then that leads us into this week. We have Scaring the Hose.
Those
DLC
Prince songs last week too.
Oh yeah, Prince. Yeah, the Prince Estate. The All I Share Together Now, and then there was another one, right?
Yeah, they did they dropped a remix to 7, I believe. It was okay.
Yeah, I like that single.
Yeah.
I saved it to the library. Yeah. That was pretty dope. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, so that was it for last week, at least from what caught my eye. Scaring the Hose DLC pack came out this week, which I actually like the DLC pack more than the album.
Yeah. These ones were fire. Was it like 2 songs, 3 songs? 4, yeah.
I like Hermanos and Guess What, Bitch, We Back.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was the first one.
Yeah, it was good.
I like on Hermanos, too, that you hear Danny Brown do that, like, first half of Old sound.
Yeah.
Where it's like very like straight, like no check.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like, I know I can't do that, but hey, check. Yeah. Love Danny though. Thought that was a great record. Overall DLC pack. Duke Fiora, or how do I pronounce this one? Duke Fiorella dropped a record called Rooftop Sniper featuring J-Ski. Super underground.
I'm going to have to... Did you throw that in the chat?
Yes, I
probably.
did.
Yeah, I was going to say probably.
actually put me on to it. Good brother KRS3.
Okay.
Saw Post Malone dropped another new single, Overdrive. Wish it was longer, but I do like it. Back to Valet. Valet dropped Watermelon Automobile with Mavi and Saba.
Ooh, I'm going to have to peep that.
Ooh, Saba.
Yeah.
They love me like I'm Ray Romano.
Yeah, that sounds smooth.
Big vibe.
That sounds smooth.
Yeah, that's the flow he goes into. They love me like I'm Ray Romano. I like, or he goes, brand new watch straight Ferragamo.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's just clean.
Power record. Another great, which I guess this does turn into a little bit of where's the beef, but Turn Your Click Up, Quavo and Future.
Yeah.
Future floated. I know I showed you that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it for a second.
Say what you want to say.
With the Niners hat on, hate the Seahawks. They don't get wished a blessed and wonderful day. The Seahawks don't. They can get paper cuts on their tongues from razors.
What about the Broncos?
I don't hate them as much as the Seahawks.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, fuck your captain.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
That's right.
Hey, Future said it. I get it off the field. Fuck Russell. And I'm with it.
I'm about it.
Russell Wilson. Yeah. Man, I'll never forget when Future pulled up to the Georgia Dome wanting smoke. I'm like, please, for the love of God, let this happen. Please.
Russ wanted no part of it.
No part of it.
Zero.
Future would have laid out that fucking bomb.
Future wouldn't need to. He has bodies for that, but he went to.
Oh, Future would have showed up fucking off the ack, fucking just he would have known where he was at. He would have smashed his ass. But no, Future had a great verse on there. Love the diss bar. Get it off the field. Fuck Russell. Always fuck Russell.
Always. Nah.
The only Russell I acknowledge is Westbrook.
He's kind of bummed too.
You don't like Westbrook?
He's alright.
You acknowledge the other Russ? Russ Demon?
No.
Really, there's a wolf?
No. We will not address that one.
You don't acknowledge him?
No. No, not at all.
So when he says get it off the field, fuck Russell, you'd like to imagine that as a Russ diss.
Yeah, fuck Russ.
You'd be behind that one?
Yeah.
Get it off the field, fuck Russ.
Yeah.
You'd be behind that bar?
Yeah.
Well,
how many disses do you need to get to realize you're a fucking loser? I'm gonna make that shirt for him.
How many times do you have to get dissed before you realize you're a fucking loser?
Yeah, I'm gonna make that shirt for him.
I like it. I always hated that t-shirt. How many Zanes do you have to do to realize you're an addict? Or
Yeah.
It's like, all right, dude. Go lead the AA meeting.
Yeah.
Really do God's work.
That's
Russ.
the type of dude that kids like graduate, like his kids graduated like 10 years ago, but he still goes to like the PTA like school meetings all the time. It's like, I think there's an issue in the thing. It's like, bro, it's like,
I noticed in the school newspaper you don't have my boy.
It's like your son graduated. Yeah, your son graduated in 07. Why are you still here? Like
leave us alone.
Yeah, bro. Did you move out of the district? Like,
pretty sure your son got a vasectomy. You're not even gonna have a grandkid that goes here. Why do you care?
We expelled your kid senior year. Like, your son didn't graduate here, sir.
Sir, your son shot up the school.
Please leave. Yeah.
Why are you back here? To leave flowers? God damn it! B-Wing's never been the same in 15 years thanks to your boy. Like, the kids haunt the lockers up and down the hall. You shouldn't have got me started.
Oh no.
That was your first mistake.
Yeah.
I hear school shooting and my ears just
Yeah, they keep going. The gears keep rolling.
The hamster just speeds up on the wheel.
Yeah, it keeps rolling.
It's like a line of Coke. Oh God, this is awesome. Let's see what else came out. On a rock note, it does look like we're gonna be getting Randy Orton back pretty soon.
Yeah?
Yeah, so Rev Theory dropped a whole new sound, whole new remix to the Voices song.
Oh,
sounds dope. A lot more. It's like almost like more metally.
So you think he's gonna return with that version?
This is a SummerSlam return for sure. SummerSlam all over.
Let's go.
There for a minute, it didn't look like he was gonna make it back.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see that he's able to do it. Yeah, no. So that's a great joint. Of course, I had to save that one. Emotional Oranges and Zoo dropped a record called Not Like This.
That was
Love
a good
that
one.
song.
That was a smooth ass track.
Billy, last one on the singles list, dropped What Was I Made For from the Barbie
Yeah, that was a good listen.
Thought that was a good one too. Typical classic Billy.
Yep.
That melody that you just want to let live inside your ear. Now, as far as albums go, let's see what we had here. We had Lil TJ 222. Just so we don't come off as a bunch of old head haters here. Oh, New Billy is great. Yeah, I love the New Billy.
Oh, yeah.
Love that. Lil TJ, I heard one record before I decided to give the rest of the album a listen. And boy, was that a mistake.
Yeah.
So, Hole in My Heart with Jada. I think Jada bodied it.
Yeah.
I even think Lil TJ sounded pretty good on it, doing his thing. So I even mentioned it to Doom. I was like, all right, I'm actually excited to listen to the rest of this album tomorrow. So I throw it on. Man.
Not it.
Now, I'm not the demo. I know we're not the demo for this one either.
No.
But that album, it just seemed like I heard the same song 19 times.
Yeah.
Did I say Sweet Love?
Yeah.
Wifey has left the building.
That was
Yeah, besides Hole in My Heart, though, with Jada, I ain't got nothing added off of that.
I don't think I added a single song.
Yeah, that one was rough.
But like you said, like I never was the biggest Lil T. I never caught me like I'm gonna keep listening to him. You know what I mean?
I mentioned it in the chat actually. I look at Lil TJ the same way I look at kind of Key Glock, but I think Key Glock is levels ahead of Lil TJ because the comparison I'm giving here is Key Glock was kind of like Dolph's guy.
Yeah. Like
Dolph had him like half alley ooped up.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately passed away.
Yeah.
Pop Smoke was like on and trying to get TJ on. Like TJ was always on a pop feature.
Yeah.
And it was like he had him half up and then he passes away. So now they're left to be like,
what do we do?
Fuck,
here?
you only got me halfway to the hoop. Like I gotta, now I gotta finish this shit.
Yeah.
And I think Key Glock is doing it beautifully. That Glock Coma 2 album, that was great. The way he waited, dropped the deluxe 6-take Keith joints, thought that was amazing. And then it's like now we got a little TJ, where it's like the features, in theory, are there.
Yeah.
When you look at the album, I see Jada, I see Coy, I see, these other big names. And I'm like, okay, all right. And then you listen to him and it's like, ooh. That could have been that
could have been
a
smash, yeah.
But you fucked it.
The potential was there for sure.
Yeah. And especially with his sound, like I think if I were to, again, we're not the demo on it, who am I to say this, but I feel like Lil TJ almost needs to lean more into that pop drill sound. Because it sounds like he wants to do it, but he gets stuck up on the I'm good at melody, so let me just kind of do like a little slow
Let me just float on it. The whole time,
Where it's like if you kind of put a little bit more mustard into it, a little bit more oomph.
Show some craft.
Yeah, you can actually get like how Key Glock's doing.
Show what you can do, yeah. Don't try to just stick your comfortability factor. Be like, oh, this has been working when I'm with so-and-so, or my main songs. These are this is what blows up. Yeah,
it's like he got stuck in like, oh, this worked for all of my pop features. Yeah. And it's like, this is no longer a pop feature. This is your album. Yeah. Like that little hook thing that you're doing where you repeat the hook 9 fucking times. Yeah. It's not really giving you a hit here. And I don't really think it's doing anything on TikTok for him either. Like, that's the only difference. Like, normally I would say the same thing about Coi Leray. Like, don't get me wrong, love Coi Leray, but a lot of her shit now, it's like, okay, let's take the 90s sample, spin it, speed it up, and then run with it.
Same fucking cadence,
with her,
same
it's
flow,
like, why tell her to stop doing it because it's fucking getting 1 million views in a minute on TikTok. So it works. Yeah. Little TJ, it's like you went for that and it didn't work.
He's flopping.
Yeah, so it's like...
I want to say flopping. I would have to look at the sales. I can't say flopping before I say all that.
I mean, if I were to take a crack at what those first week numbers are going to look like, I'd say it's somewhere in between dog and shit. Because I don't see him breaking 15K on units.
Really?
So really, I don't. Really, I don't. I mean, that King Von, let's talk about that.
That was fire.
That, I think, is going to give him competition. That's going to pull some numbers. That King Von, the album's called Grandson. R.I.P. King Von, by the way. I know I was never, like, the big King Von guy and, like, the big massive fan. Yeah. But checking out this album, I was thoroughly surprised. Like, I was reaching over to the phone, adding a couple where I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't expect to be adding this.
On this?
Yeah. And, well, actually, I'll go over the 5 that I added. I added Real Oppie. Okay. G Herbo. Thought that was a great one.
Yeah, him and Herbo.
Phil Jackson, him and Polo G. I thought Polo G sounded the best I've heard him sound since, like, the Rap Stars.
Yeah, since fucking, so I don't know when.
Yeah, since fucking, I don't know when. Had to do the Love Sosa. But real Chicago shit going on there. See how that tied in? My favorite, though, on it, my standout, the one that I think, I know it sounds crazy because he passed away, but the one that if you're going to make a video around it, I think this is the one they should make the video for. Pressure. Have you heard that one?
Yeah, that one was good.
Yeah, that sounds like a hit.
I like that one. Oh, there's one.
I like the All We Do Is Drill.
All We Do Is Drill's a bang.
I like that.
Yeah, that shit goes hard.
Now, the one that I was more shocked by.
That shit goes hard.
Because I'm not saying that he's not rapping, but you know what I call rapping. Yeah. He was rapping on When I Die.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And I'm always fascinated by this shit, and that's why I'm almost scared to make a record like that. God damn if that's not how he died. Like, if you notice at the end of the song, at the end of that verse, when he's like, and if they get me when I'm sliding through, it's like, that, if I'm not mistaken, is how they got him. They got him in the whip, right?
I think so.
I might be foggy on that. Yeah. But I thought, like, when he said that, it almost gave me, like, goosebumps, because I'm like, dude, you literally just made a song on how you died before you died, like that. Yeah, like that's like almost like you like I don't want to get into that. That's for a whole nother day. But like that's why I personally try to stay away from like actually dying on my song because it seems like that's just a recipe for disaster whenever you do it. Because it's like how many times we've gotten records like this, after somebody passes away, you're like, damn, that's kind of eerie. Like, fuck.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, granted, it wasn't the only way he said he would die, but it was like still odd to me that like the last way that you give it. The
You gotta
end of your
say
song
that?
is the way that you give
Yeah,
it. Like,
exactly. You gotta say that.
like, oh shit. But no, King Von, great album. I think that'll do pretty well numbers. I'm not saying it's gonna blow the roof off.
No,
but
it should do well.
I'd say somewhere between 40, 50K.
Should do
Well,
well.
over to take a crack
Yeah.
at it. Little TJ's gonna do two sales. No, I don't want to hate on him too much for the little TJ supporters.
Jeez.
But and I'll check out his next shit. But King Von, though, I thought did great though with that album. Those 5 joints I thought were really great. Dave East dropped an album. I added one. I added Dope Boy.
Not a Dave East guy.
That might get removed from my library. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, you give it a couple more listens.
Sometimes I'll do that. I'll add a song and then like I'll listen to it twice. Then it's like the fart scene in Step Brothers. Nah. You know, I think about it.
I
That's
tell you,
kinda fucked up.
yeah. Now the suit seemed kind of fucked up.
Now that hook seems a little fucked up. Yeah. Dave East, I did want to get into it just because I said this joke and I seemed like people liked it when I got it off, but I'm going to repeat it. I like to keep a couple bookmarks in my back pocket for the pod. Dave East. So I fuck with Dave East, but his albums are iffy. No, yeah. I mean, that's the best way to say it. A Dave East feature, he can do his thing. And it's like...
But a whole project of Dave East?
Every once in a while, you'll get that one song by him, too, where it's like, okay. Like, he had that one with Chris Brown where I was like, all right. You know, like, that's a good record. But the thing that I can't get over with Dave East is this dude raps like the Rents do, but the homeless shelter down the street's just as comfy for him. Because he just don't seem like he's all there when he's rapping. Like, he just sounds like he went into the booth, you handed him a piece of paper and said, hey, yo, homie, can you rap that? Sure, give me the mic. And just goes in on it.
I don't think I've willingly ever, like, sought out and, like, looked up.
I'm even go a step further. He sounds like Joyner Lucas, but without emotion in his voice.
Yeah.
Like, where Joyner's almost yelling.
Yeah.
He's, like, the complete opposite. Like, damn, bro, how many Xans are you on trying to rap this right now? Like, you just seem very lazy.
Yes.
He said his album with Harry Fraud is solid, but that's about it as far as his album goes. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I listened to the Dave East Harry Fraud. Let me see.
Like I said, I have never gone on my way to look up Dave East, to be honest.
This album is called Fortune Favors the Bold. Fortune Favors the bullshit. That's what I say. We got, yeah, see, oh my God, I didn't even know that. He just puts out albums. Oh, he just be putting out albums. I saw he had G-Eazy on the album, though, which is interesting because Pete just bumped into him yesterday at the fucking
he was saying
airport. What is the album that he did with Harry Fraud?
Probably Poop.
You didn't seem to find it.
I don't know.
But, I mean, yeah, like you said, oh, it's Hoffa. Okay, I did see that one. Yeah, right there. Yep. Oh.
14 Dave East tracks.
See, the features grab me a little bit. Jim Jones, Benny the Butcher, Stove God, or that's not Stove God. Somebody else. Okay, never mind. Jim Jones and Benny the Butcher. I actually don't know if I ever heard that. I'll go back. I'll give that one a listen to. Why not? But yeah, Dave East just...
Never it.
Yeah, he just... I want to like him, too. He's one of those artists. Like, I want to like him.
Yeah.
I feel like he has everything in the recipe of things that I should like.
Stuff, yeah, it checks all your boxes, I feel
like...
like. But it's just a huge flop.
Fucking Dave Sammy Bagel Jr. East.
Damn.
Yeah, that's right. I just called him Sammy Bagel.
Damn. He called him that Raisin Bran cereal. That boy's bland.
That dude raps like that, what was that thing in Sausage Party? Kareem Abdul-Lavash.
Yeah.
That guy. That's how he raps.
Oh, my gosh.
So that about does it for new music. That about does it for new music reviews. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, J Hus, UK artist, dropped a new album. Has a Drake feature on there. Popcon, Georgia Smith. So that's definitely give a look. But I do believe that does it for new music. But yeah, excited to see what else will be coming out for the rest of the year. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, what have you fucked with? Like, what stands out to you just off the top of your head of your favorites now that we're officially halfway through the year?
For sure, obviously this new Fike, Rory's project.
Oh, I thought it'd be different.
Yeah.
That's my album of the year currently.
Is it? Yeah. A few.
DreamWorks.
Not DreamWorks, that Drumworks one.
Oh,
Drumworks,
from
yeah.
last week.
Yeah, I was listening to that a lot. But for sure that Rory one, man, I always just feel like I'm always going back. Especially when I go on YouTube. Like, every time I load up on YouTube, either my, like...
It's tobacco YouTube.
Either, like, my requested or, like, my suggestion, it always has that enough video, like, ready to load up and play. So, like...
I watch that like 10 times.
Yeah, every time I go on YouTube, like, probably, like, that's usually, like, the first video that gets thrown on. Because, like I said, it's just there. I'm like, might as well throw it on while I'm trying to, like, look up for a YouTube video or something to watch.
Buy your time.
Yeah, buy your time. Might as well just listen to the track. It's a good song. I can watch it a little bit while I'm looking for another video or something. Fuck it.
Yeah, let us know your guys' favorites too halfway through the year. It can be any genre as well. I mean, I'm sure that's kind of the theme for us. I mean, shit, I just labeled an R&B and a hip hop. It's my two favorites.
Oh my god, it's the thing. Half the year's gone already.
That's why I'm so glad this year that I've been making monthly playlists to like help me keep track of that shit. Like, let me see. I know I got my June jams right here.
I'm a Cardi over Uzi guy, but that Pink Tape was pretty damn good. I thought
Pink Tape was good.
I
haven't found myself going back to it that much, though, is the only issue I've ran into.
I only go back to that. Not only I go to that song with him and Nicki's pretty good.
He said Aluna's new album is great, EDM vibes. I know. I've been meaning to check out that Aluna. I know you recommended that to me. I haven't got around to that one.
Those, man, 2 Skrillex albums just dropped earlier this year too. There's that one with like the hedgehog on it, and then there's that other one. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a man like riding a horse, and that one's pretty good. That one has a couple of fucking tracks on it. Bro, I never thought I would say this, but was it this year? I might have to actually look this up. Was it this year? Was fucking Shrem for Life?
Yes.
I kind of like that album. Like, I would never thought I would say that in 2023, but like that Ray Shremmerd album actually wasn't that bad.
Have you found yourself going back to it then a lot?
Some tracks, yeah.
Which ones?
There's that one where it's like the first half of it's fucking Slim Jimmy, then the second half Sway Lee. Oh my fucking god, what is
that might be one of the ones that I added. Hold on.
What is it fucking called? Oh, Flaunt It, Cheap?
Yeah,
that song's a fucking
I like
banger.
that one. Flaunt It. I like
Royal Flush with Young Thug. Are you kidding me?
I like that one.
That's a banger.
I like Lean's Gone Cold.
Yeah, I know like Tanisha too. That song's like that one song's like
I
play that pump. Yeah, I play that shit like when like a little party type thing, little backdoor. Yeah, that shit gets people going.
Benjanese.
Yeah, like
that was a good one.
They didn't have a Future album. I mean, a Future feature or some shit.
Yeah,
Activate. Yeah, that song wasn't bad. Like, yeah, dude, that Ray Shremmerd album, like I said, in 2023, I never thought I would say it. Like, that Ray Shremmerd album wasn't that bad.
I mean, I'll be honest, they have went a lot longer than I originally probably thought that they would, like the first time I ever heard them. But man, those kids are talented.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like I said, like to this day, like it's Ray Shremmerd. And I'm like,
and I'm Sway Lee's as loyal to Slim Jimmy as D Lil is fucking loyal to Portland.
Oh yeah.
Like,
but if you ever like watch like they're like, I was like just like going back on like some old like freestyle clips and stuff like that, and like there was a couple of them like Ray Shremmerd, but like even like in the interviews and like all that live stuff, Slim Jimmy like is holding his own compared to Sway Lee.
When I saw them open up for Wiz,
like Slim Jimmy can handle plenty of carry his own more like carry his weight.
I will say one thing that I will give Slim Jimmy over Sway. The one thing that really stood out is when they opened for Wiz, Slim Jimmy controlled the crowd.
That's what I'm saying.
Sway was not bumping and moving around.
That's what I'm saying.
Slim Jimmy's over here jumping on the speaker.
That's what
fucking running and leaping into the crowd.
Them being complete opposites like that works so well. You know what I mean? You have,
I like that contrast too, where it's like the one really shines on the record, Sway.
Yeah, I know. You have like
but when you see him live, it's like, hey, he's still singing good, but that motherfucker's going crazy.
It's like if you took if you took Busta Rhymes hype energy and matched it with like a Miguel type singer dude, and you're like, just make a group together.
That's
like see what you guys can do with this. You know what I mean? Just one of the most hype dudes you can get. Because Slim Jimmy, he's very talented. You know, his raps and stuff. Like obviously, like their bars and stuff might not. We're not looking for top tier when it comes to that.
Slim Jimmy gets more rap, where Sway is more melodic.
Yeah, and like I'm not looking for the top tier fucking get blown away with conscious bars rap type shit from. I know what I'm going into listening to a Slim Jimmy verse, and I'm looking to get out of my seat.
I'm glad that you said that. I don't want to hear Slim Jimmy rap like King Los.
Yeah, I don't want the Simming from Slim. Yeah, no, I'm cool on that. I am cool on that.
Keep the Tech 9 shit on a Tech 9 album.
Give me a quick 8, a sick fucking beat. and then maybe like another 8, quick beat, to end the song.
Nice cadence, nice bop.
2 minutes tops, I'm cool. You know what I mean? Because like I'll even listen to Tiptoe 2, Riff Raff and Slim Jimmy. That's a fucking banger.
Yeah,
like,
Tiptoe 2.
And there's this one song.
Forgot about Tiptoe 2. I just saw Riff Raff had a hell of a time real quick at the Gathering in Juggalos.
Oh, that would have been a good time. I always wanted
Not
to go.
for Riff Raff. He got bombarded with a bunch of drinks and fucking sweaty dudes boxing.
Fago.
Shit.
Yeah, Fago. No. Juggalos are crazy.
And then he did the one thing that you never say when people are throwing shit.
Stop.
Stop throwing shit.
Yeah.
Because everybody that wasn't throwing shit is now throwing shit. So it's like, fuck, now you're getting bombarded by everybody.
That's not what you tell a crowd of juggalos to do.
Don't throw anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, for favorites halfway through the year, though, I did want to mention the Killer Mike album.
Oh my God, yeah. Dude, I
That was a
totally
great
forgot
album.
about that. And that sucks because I'm always one saying like that doesn't get like a lot of talk. But here I am not talking about it. That shit was fire.
Big fire.
That
One
dude-
of the rap albums so far of the
He
year.
got
I
his
think.
shit off every single track. Are you kidding me?
Something for junkies.
Bro, and then he got a 3 Stacks verse. Like that 3 Stacks verse, that's when you like, if people are in the room, you make everyone shut the fuck up. There's a TV playing.
Scientists and engineers.
Yeah, if there's a TV playing, you mute it. You know what I mean? If there's a dog barking, you take the dog outside. Like, shut up, this 3K verse is about to be on. You know what I mean? I need to listen to this fucking verse. Silence. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was one of the ones. Currency and 2 Chainz on that one joint. I forget what that was called.
It was good to hear Currency again.
He even shouted out my pup.
Really?
He said I got that ray gun tucked.
Yeah. That's tough. Currency always goes crazy. I almost said the canceled S word. He goes crazy on
Yeah.
He goes crazy on those features, especially like for like the newer artists and stuff like that. Like if Currency's like on a feature, yeah, he goes off.
Currency dropped a good project last month.
Yeah, he did.
I think it was called Vices, something like that.
Something around he's one of those dudes that's like, it sucks to say, but kind of like the name's kind of forgettable.
If you're not
into the shit,
if you're just like a straight up casual Currency, the name probably doesn't mean as
You'd be
much
like,
to you as it does to us.
or most people be like, oh yeah, like I seen him like on this song X, not like in like X example, like it being like a feature, be like, oh, he's on this song. It's like it'd probably never be a single of his. It'd always probably be like, oh,
and a lot of people forget about Currency that if you started his very first tape today, right now, and went through his whole catalog, you'd be here from now until next year and still not be done with it. That dude literally puts out. There's nothing like seeing like, oh, Currency dropped. Okay, great. Here's another great project, and then we're gonna get another one in 2-3 months, produced by The Alchemist or some shit. Love Currency though.
Oh yeah.
Any other favorites you wanted to mention that stood out? Yeah, it could be records, could be albums. I know you mentioned Enough. That's a song for me that's been jumping out a lot.
Yeah. That Enough's crazy. That Reason. That song with Reason.
Sobering Thoughts from the Mondrian.
Yeah.
I relate to Tom Brady. Lost my family to the game.
You talked about it a lot. Very touchy, but that Gold Link interlude was good to hear.
Yes. Did like the Gold Link interlude. Yeah, Buffy.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. Then I met Becky. Then I met Gabby.
my phone can die.
Buffy.
That show's banging.
Phone Can Die. Surrender.
Yeah.
Emotional Oranges.
They got some. Yeah, there's some good shit, man. I remember that that came out the morning. Well, it came out when I was in Florida.
Oh.
It came out that Friday, so I waited that Sunday to be on the plane ride home so I can listen to it on the plane. So like I was killing myself, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta wait 2 more days for this shit to drop. I mean, to me to actually listen to it.
His project with Jermaine Dupri, I assume we're talking about Currency, I believe.
Yeah, Jermaine Dupri. He's been in the limelight a lot lately.
Yeah, I saw him and Drake are
Magic City.
Yeah, doing the documentary.
He has that. He's part of that Freaknik one too. I'm pretty sure.
The Freaknik doc.
So I'm good to see Dupri in his bag, kind of like in his like 50-cent bag. You know what I mean?
Getting back into it. Back into the swing, so to speak. I really didn't keep up with him to know.
He's probably been in so much shit, but like you said, we probably just have never like been keeping up. He's probably had his hand in so much
almost
shit.
Like he slipped under the radar, and then now he's popping up.
He's probably like on his like P Diddy shit right now, where he's like silent, but like just hit his hands kind of like in everything.
JD's acting bad.
Yeah, you're just like, oh my god. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah, you just start seeing his name on everything, like the last name in the credit. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
did
it's
he
like I
do?
haven't seen his name in years. Then now it's like every other day it's Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay.
And the headlines were like, big look with Drake. You know what I mean? It's like you're in a headline with Drake now. It's like, where were you? It's like, where were you?
Yeah. And to think I shouted out JD in a bar in like 2016.
Really?
Yeah. This rap game, I'm a fool for you, like Jermaine Dupri.
He really is a staple, though, man, in the game.
Love Jermaine Dupri.
Like, he really is a staple.
The other thing I did want to mention, speaking of Good Brother Doom dropping that comment, I did want to mention there was foul play that got acknowledged in MF Doom's death.
Yeah.
So it went from speculation to the hospital. I actually confirmed it and apologized for it.
Oh, really?
And I actually think that was the best thing the hospital could have done to salvage that situation.
So they aren't...
Because it seemed like they were genuinely sorry.
Yeah.
They were like, look, we've rehanced our staff since then. Our staff during COVID, yes, we heard the complaints. Yes, we know people got treated unfairly. Sorry it happened.
Yeah,
But
bad.
They acknowledged.
At least they came out, yeah.
They were like, hey, you know what? Let's give his wife peace. Your wife thinks that there's been foul play for like a year now.
Yeah.
You're right, there was. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, thought that was good that they owned it instead of trying to fight it and go through the loops and all that.
Yeah.
To where now the wife and the whole family has a clear answer of like, well, it happened, but maybe we can forgive them because at least
it's like, what do you do now?
acknowledged it.
What do you do, though? Like, yeah, they acknowledge it, but now you know they actually did it.
You go get your money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what?
Which I think the hospital even made it sound crystal clear that they're like,
if you
we're
want
not
it,
even gonna fight.
if you want it, come get it.
Yeah, like we're not
thing.
even gonna fight.
Like we're waiting for you to do this.
Yeah, we were kind of waiting on it. Here it is.
Here's the check. Where it's blank.
Let's keep this out of the courtroom. Come up, like you said, the check's blank. Here's the pen.
Come here, write the number,
Like,
and come here, write the number, write it to who wants to be out to, and we'll try to both be on our merry way.
Yeah,
as much as you could, given that
everybody
circumstance.
has like everything's on the table. At
Yeah,
that point, which I think is really good that they did that. R.I.P. the great MF Doom, and now may he rest in complete peace.
True.
The other thing I did want to mention, just music-wise.
I actually did you talk about it last week about Cleveland's own Tracy Chapman?
No.
Becoming the number one was a black woman in history to get the sole songwriting credits in a country song for that fast
for Luke Combs.
Yeah, for that fast car, yeah.
Did not know that.
Cleveland's own,
Shout
baby.
out Tracy Chapman.
Cleveland's own, yeah. Out here making
Love to hear
history
that.
and making history.
Man, love to hear that. Shout out Tracy Chapman. Yeah, I'm glad to see that she got love for that too.
Which is another way, I hope, way.
Got her due diligence.
Yeah, it's another way they're trying to another maybe way they can possibly blend the cultures. You know what I mean? They tried before, not himself, but, just Darius Rucker, just being black himself, could persuade things. Nelly with Tim McGraw type shit. You know what I mean?
Everybody was up in arms.
Everyone loves that. You know what I mean?
And they love it.
This Luke Combs song that's number one and going crazy is a cover of, you know what
Tracy
I mean?
Chapman.
You know what I mean? Could be just another way to just try to, vibe mesh with again. It never know.
And she deserves the praise too.
Oh,
she
yeah.
deserves the flowers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what a fucking song that is that she wrote.
And that's cool that he gave her the sole songwriting. He's like, I didn't change anything. This is hers. He's like, this every word is, you know what I mean?
Sure, yeah, he didn't change a word.
No, he's like, this is all hers. He's
yeah, she technically did write that hit.
Yeah, he gave her which is cool. He gave her the sole credits. He's like, this is all of these songs. All these words are hers. He's like, she wrote everything.
That'll make me feel good when I'm drinking my Luke Combs Miller Lite.
Yeah, which is cool that he acknowledged that. He's like, I didn't change a damn thing. He's like, maybe I just changed the way it sounded, but he's like, everything else was literally just her.
Yeah, I mean, he kept the same melody.
Same lyrics and changed it
The only thing I really noticed was he just
a little more twang.
A little bit more twang and a little bit more loud.
Yeah.
Like he wanted to project.
It wasn't soft. Yeah, exactly.
Like where she was singing in a studio, he almost felt like he was singing at the
She sounded like she was singing in the corner of a bar all soft type shit when she was singing. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then, he's like, no, I'm going to make this like a concert fucking a jam. He's like, I'm going to make this a jam.
And if I'm not mistaken, that's already became his biggest song.
Yeah, it's like it was like number one already or something like that. I heard that song, and I hate it too because I'm not the biggest country guy at all. But I was playing volleyball on Thursday, and I heard it over the speakers, and obviously I know the words because Tracy Chapman's song.
Oh, that one.
And but it was the Luke Combs version, and I started singing along to it, and I started singing along to it. I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like motherfucker.
The country song.
I'm like, oh, but this is a good song. I'm like,
you look over in the glass of the bar and you see like a sombrero for a second.
Yeah, and all my buddies now they don't like it, so I'm just turning my head. I'm just like, be some more. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, you gotta finish. Son of a bitch. I'm like,
they're
like, what was that? I'm like, nothing. I'm like,
you say you've been working at the convenience store? Mind your business.
I'm like, yeah, I got fired. I had to pick up this job at the convenience. I didn't tell anybody.
And I managed to save just a little bit of money.
Yeah.
We don't even have to drive too far. Just across the border into the goddamn city. Can we get out of here?
Hey, yo, pause. But it felt kind of nice with your arm wrapped around my shoulder. Hey, what did you just say to me? What? Yeah, bro, you're never riding shotgun in the whip again. Yeah.
And I'm never going above 35. This is not a fast car. The tie rod's blown.
Yeah, you said
can't go over 40.
You said you thought you were drunk and had your head hanging out the window about to vomit. Like
oh my God. I never thought I'd dissect the lyrics to Fast Car.
Like, why are you drunk right now?
Yeah, speed too fast. I thought I was drunk.
Yeah,
it's like, whoa, but he slowed down.
Yeah, oh my God.
You ever heard of Ryan Dunn?
This dude's fucking whipping.
You ever heard of Paul Walker?
Yeah, this dude's whipping.
Let's not be doing that.
It's like, I know we just had a tuna no crust for lunch, but God, we don't have the guardrailers.
They just hit you with the Kurt Russell line in Death Proof. You really got to be sitting on this side of the car. He's like, yeah, you're right. Maybe the car is death proof, but you really got to be sitting on this side of the car. It's okay. Dead hits that brake. And what I find so funny about that is his body moves is literally zero, not an inch. She fucking mangles herself.
He doesn't even like brace it or anything. He's just
just straight up just going 100 just, and she's just face just looks like a plate of spaghetti on the glove compartment. Like, not even your airbag went off, dude.
No, he's cool. He's golden, pony boy.
You didn't even fucking drag it on the street. There's no skid mark for this. Oh, God. So that will lead us into the last thing that I wanted to mention music-wise.
Oh.
Real quick, shout out Madonna, revived and doing well. I believe she is out of the hospital by now, actually.
Good to hear. Good news.
Always. And the legendary Elton John is officially the highest grossing solo act of all time in touring history.
How much do you know the exact numbers?
I do. I'm about to pull them up right now, actually. Where are we at?
You said the highest grossing?
Yes, sir. So, Elton John ends his touring career as the number one highest grossing and best-selling soloist in Billboard box score history. When it's all said and done, he has grossed $1.98 billion and sold 20.6 million tickets from 1,623 shows. And I got to say, I saw him on the farewell tour.
So, $2 billion. Yeah, he grossed $2 billion.
Oh, and just tickets.
Yeah, fuck.
Not even like music sold, just the tickets. And then in total, he sold 20 point. Yeah.
How much was the shirt going there?
I paid $35 for my T-shirt.
That is very good price, honestly.
For I thought so too.
For an Elton John show,
too, like a Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
For an Elton John show, that is very good price. Some people are charging.
The only thing that was really charged highly
like a hoodie.
Was not even really the hoodie. The hoodie I think was only like about 70,
80,
maybe 70, 75. Yeah. But he had it came with the glasses and it came with like the jacket that he was going to be wearing that night, like his actual.
Oh, that's cool.
That he performs in, and that thing I think was like $400.
Boom.
But that's if you wanted that, and it's like.
Was it nice though?
Real nice. They had very limited of it. It looked like
if,
like 3 people walked up, that would sell it out. Like it was just like around this stadium because it was at Progressive Field. And
so it was like at the different like
merch stands and it wasn't even at like every one, so it was just like at a couple of them. It was like the big ticket items, so to speak. Was if you really want to,
if you saw someone walking around with that shit on,
I did. I saw the one guy.
You're like, damn, you're balling, dog.
I went up to use the bathroom and I saw the one guy was like getting the glasses on and like he had the hat and everything to go with it.
Damn, it came with the whole kit and caboodle.
He brought the hat. It didn't come with the hat.
Oh, he put the hat.
He had the hat, and then he got there and he bought the jacket and the glasses because he's like, well, if I brought the hat, I might as well just go for the whole shebang. I was like, that looked like a cool one.
Yeah, damn, he brought his own hat. That's sweet.
Yeah, that was a great show, though. And, man, how deserving of it, too, to see that he grossed $1.98 billion off that.
Yeah, that's wild.
I mean, I'm sure he had to split it a little bit. No, actually, I don't know. I think that means that all went to him, actually.
Yeah.
I think that means like after all the splits. But then here's the craziest stat of that, though, that I just wanted to mention. 1,623 shows. If you think about that, that's rough math here. About 4 to 5 years of just straight touring.
Yeah.
If you were to add that all up. And that's performing every single night.
Because
that is crazy.
He fucked you. Like, well, you have to think of amount
Do you know how sick of Tiny Dancer he must be? He's like, do I really have to put this in the set list?
If I have to hear a crowd scream Rocket Man one more fucking time, I swear to God.
It kind of adds up, though, because like when I saw him, a lot of the more popular joints, he kind of just let the crowd take it away and just kind of played it.
Just let the crowd go. That's cool.
Like Tiny Dancer, it was like every time the hook would roll around, the crowd yelled it.
Yeah,
Elton was just kind of like, I'll start you off, and then you can take it from there.
That's cool.
Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure that was his way of being like, guys, come on.
Yeah.
Give me something here. I performed this way too many times.
Yeah.
Like you said, Rocket Man, your song.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, I know this is my last time, but it's like, fuck.
I've already done it.
Yeah.
1,610 times. Like,
oh,
fuck. Shit. So before we get into
10 times.
Before we get into another topic, which I'll have you be the pick of that as well, there was something I wanted to mention before we dive into on it. Let's talk about Adam22 and Lena, huh?
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure you know it was coming.
Yeah. So I have to ask you, as a married man, what is your opinion coming into this scenario? Yeah, like adjust the tie. Yeah. Yeah.
So, for those that don't know, if you may live under a rock or not, Adam22 and Lena were feeling a little bit out of the spotlight. I think it's safe to say. Couldn't figure out a way to get back into it. Adam was getting slandered.
Realized the downfall.
Realized that there was a downfall upon us. The sun was falling. And, well, they called an audible. And they called in the big cannon. Pause.
Yeah, they called in the BBC.
Yeah, they called in the head honcho himself. To go back to your question.
God.
What do I think of it? Is it entertaining and funny for the sake of social media? Yeah. Would I ever do anything like that, nor even humor the thought of that with my wife? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'll sleep on the street. I'll put a hole in this computer screen and lose all my relevance. I don't give a fuck about any of it. No way is that happening.
No, not about it.
Not from anybody, and especially not him.
Not that guy, yeah.
Not that.
I agree with you for sure.
I'm over here trying to knock it out in the welterweight division, and she's over here getting fucking knocked by Joe Frazier and Evander Holyfield. Fuck that. She's getting Francis Ngannou dick. I got like bantamweight dick. Like I don't know what that is. Fucking at least maybe if it was like a middleweight and I got to fight like one class up, I can do that.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't jump me from featherweight to heavyweight. And she's over here. This is the crazy part. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I listened to like part of like the plug, whatever that is, plug talk, whatever that pod is. I think it's actually called Plug Talk. And she's over here talking about her ass was sore. And
she said it was hurt for she was hurt for like 4 to 5 days after.
And he's just sitting across the table.
Like,
I think I mentioned it to you pre-pod, not with a gun to my head.
Like that first clip, that initial clip where you first initially
nobody
brought
thinks
it up.
long term on this either. This relationship will crumble from this.
You think?
For sure.
Like, what do you do after this? Because after
where do you go?
She explored now, and like people
you just said it.
People are gonna be like, oh, that was cool. Like I like so like people are gonna expect her to keep doing that.
And they're gonna keep offering bags. And remember, through this whole thing, and I know people hate it when you go this route. You got to though. What about that kid now? You just showed us that meme. What about when the kid's in school and he's trying to make fun of another kid in class? And they go, "Shut up, bitch! We don't want to hear it. Here's your mom getting dicked down on the internet. Fuck you. You got nothing. You got nothing for that."
Yeah.
Like somebody pulls that card, you're done.
And
it's over.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, your mom's getting dicked down. Your dad was being accused of fucking underage chicks. So
yeah, and that's why he let your mom get blown out on camera. And then we talked about it on camera. Here's the conversation. Here's your fucking iPad. Go on YouTube and type in mom and dad.
Yeah.
Here's what's going to come up.
Here's the magic world of Reddit, kid. Look up your mom.
If that kid ever gets on Reddit, the teenage suicide rate's going to go up by 0.01. I'm telling you, that's...
Hope Reddit's long gone.
Yeah, they better hope.
Like,
they better hope social media is wiped by the time that kid turns 10.
I can't fathom it. Like, I guess.
No, like, all jokes aside, though, I really, I'm not built for that.
Like, I'm all for, I guess, like, you.
Hey, I know people want to call it an insecure thing. Then fuck it, I'm insecure.
Like,
fuck it.
I'm all for, like, you doing you, but, like, if you expect people not to judge you, like, it's, you know, like, yeah, that's something you're gonna get judged. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna be honest. Even if the girl did something like that before I got with her, and say we're a couple dates in, and she goes, "Hey, there's something I really want to tell you. I made this video, and that's the video." I'm not responding to those texts again. She ain't gonna see this ugly mug again.
Or what if it was like 2 days after? She's like, "Yeah, I can't. I'm still hurting." And you're like, "Oh, like hurt from what?" And she's just like, "Yeah, just fucking
somebody shot.
Just Mondo meat all up in her." Yeah.
If I love her, somebody shot. I'm in jail. She's dead.
Only options we have.
That's only, and it'll go somewhere in that order. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah, no, that whole thing. I didn't want to dive too much in on it, but
yeah, that's
Adam is out of his fucking mind for that. And I get it that now he's like leaning into it, which like that's the other thing I noticed. Originally he didn't lean into it.
Yeah, now he's like, "Oh, there's 2 more days until like everyone gets to see my wife get like plowed by black cock," and it's like, whoa.
And why did he start to embrace it? Because his mentions were going up.
Oh yeah.
The stock was going up.
The monies, the views, yeah.
People are all of a sudden again interested in what Adam22 is going to be doing, and that's when Adam22 I think actually cares about the most. He's one of those people that, like, granted, have I watched some of his content? Yeah. Do I think that if I was ever in a room with him, I'd say something that pissed him off and it turned into an argument? Probably. Like, I don't really think that that's one of the people I should probably be around because I'd say something smart, and he doesn't seem like the guy that really does well with that.
Yeah, and as a kendama player for years, his kendamas are shit.
Is that fact?
Yeah, those, like, yeah, that's not his, but his are poop. The no jumper kendamas.
Did you get one before?
No, I played with one before, though. One is kind of cool though because like in like that middle part, there's like a little place where you can put like a J, and it's like smoke.
So he makes Damas like Soulja Boy makes gaming consoles.
Yeah, yeah. Like one is like smokable, like you can put a J in it and it has a hole in it. I mean, it's like kind of cool, I guess. But
okay.
At the same time, they're just like shitty. Would I ever buy one? No, I don't want to support him, and they play like shit.
Yeah, he's big time on that Chris D'Elia shit. The underage.
Yeah, he's always been.
Somehow Chris D'Elia got the full cancel treatment though.
Is he like out? I haven't heard about him forever.
I mean, he has a podcast on YouTube.
Okay.
It doesn't really like
pop. Yeah, I'm
it's
like
just kind of something he does. I've checked it out. It's super awkward. He does it by himself.
Oof, yeah.
Like, and like he turns it into more of like a stand-up routine on current events, where it's like
almost sounds written.
It's very written.
Yeah.
You can almost tell it's very written.
Yeah.
Like he actually is sitting in front of his computer, and you can actually see him sometimes, like
reading
just off the computer.
Yeah, the eyes scroll a little bit.
Yeah,
left
like
and right.
Refresher.
Yeah, he's like restarting from the new lot from a new line. Yeah, damn.
And what's crazy too is I saw Chris D'Elia before all that shit came out about him. All that shit. But yeah, Adam22 is fucking nuts for that. He's crazy. If I could hit that button, I would. So what would you like to dive into next? TV, movies, sports, or wrestling?
We can do TV's movies. I feel like that one's a little like
definitely got some reviews to pop off as well.
Yeah.
And of course, you know what, I guess if we're gonna talk about the juicy shit going on in the internet world, such as Adam's case, you wanna talk Jonah Hill?
Yeah.
See how we feel about that one?
Yeah.
So I'll ask you first this time. For those that don't know, Jonah Hill got exposed for some text messages that he sent. I do believe it's his ex-girlfriend now.
Yes.
So they are no longer together. And he texted her at the time when they were together a whole list of boundaries, including such as, so she's a surfer, but she can't surf.
Can't swim. Yeah,
can't surf with dudes.
Yeah, she's an instructor. Yeah, she can't surf.
She can't post pictures that show any part of her ass.
She can't show a bikini.
She can't be no bikini pic. I'm gonna keep this one short for me, but I'm gonna let you lead this one. How do you feel about the whole thing?
So what I have to say is setting boundaries like quote unquote toxic, like everyone's saying. No, I don't believe so. Are the boundaries that he is setting very toxic? Yeah, dog, those are to an extreme.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Obviously, like, boundaries can be set. There are things that need to be, like,
He
explained.
also,
but, like, the things he's saying, like, bro, like,
he also misused boundaries.
Yeah, that's what I'm, like, no, dude, you're just straight up, like, telling her what she can't, like, bro, like, you know what I mean?
You're
Like,
demanding.
yeah, like, there's a completely
Talking
different.
a boundary. You literally set a demand.
Yeah, like, that's what, like, and, like,
if you want to be with me, demand. This is what you do.
And, like,
demand.
How do you think you met her? Because she was in a bikini on her surfboard.
That was the first pic that he liked. I didn't see that part.
She was on a bikini, probably instructing you, teaching you how to surf, and you're like, "Oh, she's bad."
And to dive into the male psyche, that's exactly why he doesn't want to posting those pictures, because Jonah's way more on the insecure side.
That's not a boundary.
He realized that this is why I like her, so other dudes will probably like her for this too.
Yeah, this is why I was attracted. Yeah,
and then he probably pictures dudes that all of a sudden want to take up surfing just so they can surf with this broad.
Yeah,
and watch her go on ahead.
He probably read like one out of pocket like comment on one of her pictures.
Like no.
It's like, yeah, it's like, oh, I would swim through like 8 yards of barracuda.
I'd swim through your bathwater and shark-infested fucking
just to sniff a
dwelling water just to fucking lick the butthole.
Yeah, he probably read like one out of pocket comment like that, and he's like, no, we're cutting this shit off.
He read my comment. No,
yeah. Hold on. He's like, you read that? He's like,
but,
you know what? He probably read something. Probably read a couple things crazy he didn't like. Definitely felt insecure. You know, I'm not saying it. You know, everyone has their insecurities. I'm not saying it because, like, you know, his, like, weight thing or anything like that. But he probably definitely felt some type of way. Oh, she could definitely do better. And all that typical shit anyone can do. You know what I mean? When talking to someone. Why me? They can do better. She's bad. Look at her. You know? Look at her. You know what I mean? It's like, what?
And she's over posting fucking thong bikinis.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, that's just pictures of her job. I mean, sometimes she is tooted up.
I can also tell the other thing right there is Jonah Hill does not trust anything.
No, that is also that's
no trust there at all.
That's also has to be on him. That's not setting boundaries. That's just being very, you know, that's all internally on you.
Yeah. My takeaway from it would be one. Yes, Jonah's wrong.
Yeah,
Jonah's wrong for that.
Yeah,
that's not boundaries. That's demands. He's wrong.
That stuff's crazy.
And two, knowing that, like, he kind of has a history, because I saw another girl came out and was like, oh, like, he kind of did similar to that shit to me. I don't know if you saw that.
Really?
Like, like, another girl came out and was like, hey, I get you. Like,
yeah,
that girl pretty much tried to come out and say, don't put emotional abuser on him. Just say he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Is basically how she, like, works.
Yeah, that's what, because he is demanding. He's not like, I don't like it when you do this or something like that. He's like, don't do this. Don't do this.
And
made a list.
It actually brought me back to the roast of James Franco. A lot of people's jokes towards Jonah Hill, they always say all good jokes contain true shit. Like, even Seth Rogen, he, like, kind of, I went back and watched it. I was like, damn, now I can pick up on it.
Were they just about him being a dick?
Yeah, so Seth's like, yeah, so Jonah, he goes, I know you're one of my best friends, but when are we going to talk about that ever since you met Leonardo DiCaprio, what a fucking asshole you've become? And Jonah, like, kind of gives him that look like, oh, we're going there.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, damn. Yeah. I mean.
So, I mean, there's obvious history of him having dickhead tendencies.
Yeah.
So I don't think this is like Jonah Hill's an asshole. It's like, I'm not really shocked by it. I kind of felt a little prepped.
Yeah, it's like
But
he's out of pocket for sure.
Way out of pocket. And also, I know he just came out with that therapy thing towards the end of last year that I liked on Netflix, which was cool and all.
I didn't watch that.
But it almost makes me wonder if, like, parts of that, it was like, were you just doing that all for show or not? Because this doesn't look like anything like that at all. This looks like, if anything, you went backwards.
Yeah.
But, no, Jonah Hill needs to work on that shit.
On himself, seems like.
Yeah. Big time. Before he ever starts sliding in surfers. And the other thing to go with that, too, is, like you said, if that's your girl's job, that's your girl's job.
Yeah,
like if Brad Pitt wants to go to my wife's clinic tomorrow, or Channing Tatum, or Zac Efron, whoever the fuck, handsome guy, wants to take his dog in there and be friendly and talk while he's getting his dog worked on, I trust her. I mean, and it's like, hey, the guy's a handsome guy, but like in Jonah's mind, he's thinking like, oh, they're gonna fuck.
That's like
They're gonna fuck out on the wave.
Yeah,
They're gonna fuck out on the water.
Yeah.
Right on the board. Like
so stupid.
It just wouldn't go like that.
I don't get it. He's definitely got some stuff to work on for sure, but
yeah. So Jonah, get well soon.
Rough how that comes out like that too.
Yeah, he gets the. Everybody gets their turn at the podium of cancel.
Yeah.
So it's your turn, Jonah. Soak it in. It'll be someone new in a week from now.
I mean, he's definitely big weirdo vibes doing that for sure, though. Big weirdo vibes.
Next time we see him in movie, he better be a fucking dickhead. If they try to make him a baby face again, it's not gonna work.
Just make him the new like Scrooge in like a Christmas story or some shit.
Punish him.
Yeah, make him
Scrooge.
Yeah, make him
like a wrinkly face.
Yeah.
Make him get fat again.
Yeah, put a fat suit on him.
Well, Jonah Hill loses in weight. He gains in weight. But, all right, enough of Jonah Hill, enough of the juicy internet shit. Let's talk about some reviews and shit going on in the TV and movie world. So, what would you rather hear me review first? Insidious, Evil Dead Rise, Outlaws with Adam22, or Spitting Gold?
Let's do the Evil Dead one.
Evil Dead.
Yeah, how was that?
Okay, so that just came on HBO Max, I want to say, at the beginning of the month. And
you mean Max?
Oh, yeah. Max. Came on Max. Sorry, I want the Max advertisement. I better get it right.
I just recently, deleted the HBO Max to get the Max. That's why I fucking remember that.
Oh,
I recently just did the transfer,
yeah. Did the switch.
Yeah, I recently just did the switch.
So, yeah, I did the old switcheroo as well to Max. And they got Evil Dead Rise on there, just came out.
Good to know.
And I saw the first one that came out in 2014, and I liked it. However, out of all the movies that I'm reviewing, this one gets the highest on my highly recommendation of to check out. Phenomenal movie. I actually thought the sequel was better than the original. You know what you're getting into with Evil Dead. Super bloody, super gory, but the kills.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for.
Like, spoiler alert, but it's the first kill. So it's just within the first couple of minutes. My only spoiler with it. This bitch literally gets her whole head from the hair.
Scalp.
Just
ripped
right the fuck off her head. Scalp is squirting blood and shit out. She's freaking out, tweaking. Ooh, I love that shit. And then, and then I guess a second later, the broad eats a fucking drone. So it's like literally like a helicopter drone, and the blades are just like cutting her eyes. And, just right through the fucking face. Like a West Side Gun ad lib.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Just right through there. But no, Evil Dead Rise, phenomenal. It moves quick. It's like an hour and 40 minutes. The story of it's great. I think they did a phenomenal job. Wish I would have caught it at the theater, but glad that I caught it on Max. Wow. Yeah, that's a 5 out of 5. That's gonna probably hold up so far towards the end of the year on my favorite horror movies.
Oh, okay.
So definitely recommend checking out Evil Dead Rise. That's my highly recommendation of the week. And then the one that I would tell you to stay away from and save your money, since we're talking about horror movies. I know I talked to you a little bit about it beforehand, but look, I know it's the #1 movie in the world. Dooley with the Toolie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know it. Duel Santana. But, yeah, so definitely check out Evil Dead Rise, but I just saw Insidious, The Red Door. I know it's the #1 movie in the world. I saw that it got like 88% on Rotten Tomatoes, so take my review with a grain of salt.
Damn, really?
Yeah, it's doing really well. People actually enjoy it.
You think it's because of you said it's like the newest installment, or like, do you think there's a reason? Or?
I think it just has that Insidious vibe to it.
Cult
that, and it also went, like how I kind of told you, it goes very nostalgic off the first one. Like, I mean, even down to you hear this song twice. The tiptoe through the two.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You hear that twice, which they love that song. He said, must see Sound of Freedom. Scotty doesn't know. Scooter McGavin. I've heard nothing but great things about Sound of Freedom.
Is that the movie that if you don't see, like, you're a pedophile or something? Is that the movie I'm talking about?
I think it is something like that, actually. I think it is that movie. It has, like, a very big message to it. I do know that. He actually mentioned that to me.
Yeah.
It has, like, a big message behind it. But, no, I definitely do plan on checking that out. I'm still not 100% sure what it's about, but I've heard nothing but great things about that as well. I do plan on checking that out. As far as Insidious, The Red Door goes, though, I'm going to have to do the Batista.
No. Drop him. Drop Orton.
Yeah. That's Stinker.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Yeah, hit the
No.
button. This guy stinks. Yeah, no, they let Patrick Wilson take it over. True story about a guy that fought child trafficking. Yeah, so you nailed it. But overall, they let Patrick Wilson take over. He wrote it, produced it, directed it. Patrick Wilson, for those that don't know, he is the lead guy. He also plays Ed Warren in the Conjuring movies in that universe. I like Insidious 1. I like Insidious 2, and I really liked Insidious: The Last Key.
Yeah, I like Insidious.
I will give another spoiler about Insidious though. No Elise.
Oh really?
No Elise. Not until the very end, and she only pops up for like a minute, like a literal minute. I mean, it's a quick watch. It's about an hour and 30 minutes, but I do not like the way they took the story. I didn't like how they leaned into Dalton now has to. Well, I don't want to spoil too much for those that do want to see it, but hey, you guys see it. Let me know what you guys think. But overall, I mean, it's thumbs down for me. Even when it comes out, I might watch it one more try. See if I can drink and get into it.
I was gonna say maybe if you have one of those days or like one of those weekends where like I'm gonna run through all the Insidious movies, like maybe like catching it right after all of them
and like run it.
Yeah, maybe like it'll maybe not make more sense, but maybe you're like like it's not as bad. Like when's the last time you saw the last Insidious before this one?
That's a good point. Like I don't know when the last time I saw the second and third one was, but I watched the first one like a couple months ago.
Okay.
Like when they announced the Red Door and I saw Insidious was on like Netflix. I was like, all right, I'll check it out. Been a while.
Did you see Atomic City?
Asteroid City?
Asteroid City, yeah.
No, I really want to see that.
I want to see Oppenheimer too.
Oppenheimer, yeah, that comes out now. How about Barbenheimer? Barbie and
I love all those memes. It's like me and the homies pulling up to the Barbie movie. It's like Evolution, like walking out to the ring and shit like that, or like the Shield. I saw like the Shield from like the crowd just walking to the ring
when they're walking through the crowd.
Yeah, me and the homies pulling up to the Barbie movie.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I did see that though.
I'm excited for those ones. I actually did see 2 movies on Peacock recently. Finally saw Cocaine Bear.
What'd you think of that?
It was okay.
That's kind of how I felt. It was what it was.
At first, I was
a bear riled up on cocaine.
And I was so bored, and I don't know why I picked this movie to watch out of all movies. I ended up watching Megan, like the AI.
Not like Megan. What'd you think of that?
It was so. I don't know, dude. Like, I'm not saying it was good. It was like I was like, halfway through the movie, like halfway through, like the third time they're fighting the bitch, I'm like, why am I watching this?
It's a fucking dog.
Dude, like I'm like, why am I? Or like when the.
Like, somebody give me a baseball bat and I'll bash this thing into a million pieces.
Like, spoiler. Like, sorry if you haven't seen this, but like when the little girl puts herself in like that robot mech suit.
Megan was whack.
Yeah, like when the little girl puts herself like in the robot mech suit at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Like, bro, what is going on?
Yeah, I remember that because like the mom or whatever.
She was working on that.
And, yeah, and it like takes it off the wall and it's like, what am I watching? What is this, Rock'em Sock'em? Like,
what was that?
The blue Rock'em Sock'em just came to life.
Yeah, what is that one? That one robot movie with the fighting robots that
God,
just came out.
Jackman.
Yeah, it reminded me of that.
Pacific Rim, maybe
something like it reminded me of that. You know what I'm talking
about?
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about. The fucking clanging bots.
Yeah, like when is Hugh Jackman gonna pop out for Megan and whoop her ass? I'm like, what is this?
It's like, take it easy, Bumblebee.
No, yeah, that movie sucked. That movie did suck. That movie is corny.
Yeah, that was a. You know what's funny though? If somebody said right now you have to watch either Megan or Insidious, and they're about the same runtime, you know, I'd actually choose that.
Megan?
I could at least have some fun.
Yeah.
Like, at least like
I can laugh about.
Like have some fun watching it. Like the part where the dog mangles her. I thought that was hilarious when she's like leaning in through the fence, and all of a sudden she's like,
yeah, he's like, oh yeah, it just kills her.
Dog's fucking mangling her.
Just slices that dude up with a sword.
Yeah.
In the fucking elevator.
And then pushes like the neighbor down the steps or whatever. I was like, wow, classic.
Yeah.
But yeah, Insidious, poop. Megan, shit.
Evil Dead, fire.
Evil Dead, gas.
Let's go.
There was a movie that came out last week on Netflix called Outlaws with Adam Devine, Pierce Brosnan in it.
Oh, I wanted to see that.
That was actually really good. So
I love Adam Devine's he's been killing it lately, man.
Yes, he has. And to sum it up real quick what that movie's about. So he's getting married. He has no idea though, and it's like literally like the week before the wedding, and he's still never even seen or met her parents. There's like no pictures of them, no nothing.
Oh, really?
Well, he's a bank manager, and like this is literally how the movie starts off. So he ends up like the family surprises him. The parents come in, and you know they end up drinking and shit. Well, the mom's like, oh, you know, where do you work?
Yeah.
And then like starts asking him as he's like getting more drunk, and like you kind of pick up on it, like asking him just like, oh, you know, like I'm sure it's really tough to get into your vault. Oh, it's not really that tough if you just like, and starts like rattling off shit.
Yeah.
Well, the next day when he comes in, because the one thing that he tells the mom is like, you know, I've never actually told anybody that, like what the secret voice code is that he says. Like he goes, I've actually never told anybody that. Well, the next day he shows up to work, his bank gets robbed. And right at the end of the robbery, it like hits him because like when the guy says it through the voice thing and then leaves, he's like, I've only told like one person that. Like, wait a minute, how could that be?
Yeah.
And then he starts like piecing it together, and it turns into like, how do I tell my fiance basically that I'm pretty sure her parents robbed the bank? And it like turns into like a whole like
that's cool,
funny downhill from there. But highly recommended. Like you said, Adam Devine's been on fire.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Joey to get back from his vacation. We're gonna start Righteous Gemstones. I'm a huge Danny McBride guy.
That was on here too. Righteous Gemstones season 3 just came out.
Have you watched any of it?
I've seen all of season 1.
Good.
I gotta catch up. Yeah,
good.
Like it a lot.
Good. Yeah.
Danny McBride.
The concept looks so fun. Like looks
John
so fucking
Goodman.
good. Yeah.
Walton Goggins. Adam Devine. I mean, come on, those are all people.
I was gonna say I loved Eastbound and Down, so I'm pretty sure.
I just recently got wifey into Eastbound and Down.
Oh, that shit's so.
Kenny Powers.
Yeah, that shit's so fucking.
Where's
funny.
he going? The school day just begun.
That show is so funny.
Love Eastbound and Down.
Yeah, I'm gonna start Righteous Gemstones for sure. I get so many fucking ads for that, like on YouTube or like any streaming services I'm on. Like, just a lot. I get so many ads for that Righteous Gemstones.
I do recommend checking out Righteous Gemstones, and I got to get caught up on it as well.
Yeah, I do want to see that.
The other movie that I did want to review.
Still got to check out Righteous Gemstones. Heard nothing but good things. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I've never heard anything negative about it either.
I just had a skosh of deja vu right there.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of hate that sometimes.
Reading that right there, I was like, uh-oh. But
kind of hate it. Like,
you're not a big fan?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like,
So while we're talking about Adam Devine, the third thing I wanted to mention that surrounds him is, did you hear, and for those that aren't aware, that Workaholics movie that was going to be on Paramount Plus officially got kaput, got pulled?
No, really?
Yeah. And he talked about it, too, on why it got pulled. So supposedly, Paramount's reasoning behind this is originally it was supposed to come out in like the end of 2020.
Okay.
COVID happened, one thing led to another, guys ended other projects, couldn't get everybody back together. Gets everybody back together, the whole staff is there, it's just getting ready to be, the production's getting ready to start, and it got pulled. And the reason that they were given is that the people at Paramount don't believe that Workaholics at this point has enough momentum, or I guess you could say hype or relevancy around them to be a successful movie on their platform. Is kind of how they worded it.
That's so shit.
That's dumb as fuck.
Yeah, no.
The movie could have put like new people onto it.
Yeah.
Like I've been seeing a reoccurring theme of people be like, oh, like never saw Jackass until the new one, and now I'm going back and watching old Jackass movies. Like,
or like just every like kid like around our generation, like our age,
would be going right back.
Bro,
to
we
it.
love Workaholics. You know,
rewatching it. If we didn't have Paramount, we'd buy Paramount. To
I
watch
have
it.
Paramount Plus, and like
So do I.
the day that came on, I would immediately load up and watch that.
Yeah, like that would be like this is a must watch.
Like on a Friday, like I'm clearing up my plans Friday nights. Like, sorry, I'm watching. Like,
And
you guys can come over, but I'm watching this Workaholics movie.
There is hope though for it.
Really? Okay.
So Adam said that because it's him, Durs, and Blake that really have the rights to this whole thing. Now that Paramount was like, you can have it, basically, you can have it back.
Yeah.
He said, because they asked him, they were like, you know, do you want to like say kind of the direction you guys planned on going? He's like, I actually don't want to do that. Because he's like, I think we're maybe able to shop this thing around and get it picked up somewhere.
Nice.
And he goes, Prime. Like, meaning like, maybe
come on, Bezos. Yeah, come on, Bezos.
Yeah, come on, cut the check. If they can greenlight 3 South Park movies, they can greenlight a Workaholics movie. I actually got to say, that's facts.
True.
Like,
true.
And I think they've even greenlit more South Park movies.
I still go back to this day, and I watched Workaholics last week. I was like, when I was eating dinner, like, you know what I mean?
I rewatched the whole show with wifey, I think, during COVID.
Like, yeah, dude, I go back to that show all the time to rewatch that. That show, so you got to be fresh.
You gotta be fresh. Yeah, love that at the end of the intro.
That's just so funny.
Favorite episode would definitely be when Ben Stiller had the boxing ring in the front yard, or the wrestling.
Oh, the wrestling ring, yeah.
And the brewery raid.
Yeah.
Trying to steal the beers to
Yeah,
impress the chicks.
The iconic Juggalo episode.
Yeah, it's gas. Peyote at 40.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites. But yeah, I really hope they do end up getting that shopped around and getting
That'd be
that
sweet.
figured out.
That'd be
Love
awesome.
A Workaholics movie.
Carl's got to be in it, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Do you know that they all have a podcast together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is important.
This is important. The pod's pretty dope.
If I could find my free Carl shirt, I'll be so pumped.
You have a free Carl
I
shirt?
did, yeah. I did.
Yeah, the episode Peyote at Forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gas. Love that. Did you happen to see, I know you mentioned Peacock, did you see the new Kevin Hart special?
No, actually,
Reality Check?
I was actually going to wait to watch that too, yeah.
Highly recommend that. That was actually the best Kevin Hart special I've seen in like years.
That new Tom Segura one on Netflix was really, really good too.
See, I've never been a big Segura guy.
Really? I love Tom Segura.
I know he's with Kreischer, right?
Yeah, they have a podcast together. I like Tom.
I'm definitely willing to check it out.
Kevin Hart's great. Yeah, I heard the Kevin Hart was good.
Reality Check.
Yeah, I want to watch
it.
It
actually gave like vintage Kevin vibes.
Yeah.
And like he talked about like how his dad like recently passed, but then like he goes like the crowd goes, oh, he goes, don't do that, don't do that. He goes, if you knew my dad, he goes, everything that I'm about to say is what he loved most, and that's just having a good old fucking laugh with us.
Yeah. And
he starts talking about his dad with like the oxygen pump and shit like that.
That's cool.
He goes, boy, if you don't stop talking right now, I'll turn this thing up 20 pumps and come over there and kick your ass in 15 seconds.
That's funny as fuck.
And then at the end, because like usually he's always bashing his dad, and like right at the end, it's super cool how he's like, he just rattled off all these jokes involving him, and right at the end, he just goes, "Thank you everybody for coming out tonight. Love you, pops." Lays down the mic, and it's like, oh shit, like he did that one for like that one felt like
different.
He came out
he did it different meaning,
like for a purpose,
different reasoning. Yeah,
like this time he wasn't trying to do the arena. The stadium.
I don't need money. I'm doing this for something.
This was like, let's have a good personal show. I got some shit I want to get off.
Yeah, this is what Pops would want.
Yeah, that shit was gas.
That's cool.
Love Kevin Hart. Love Kev. The other thing I wanted to mention before we dive into the writer's strike and hop off of TV and movies is I did have one more movie that I wanted to review, and I just bought it last week. New addition to the collection, Spinning Gold. Phenomenal movie. Also highly recommend checking this out. The only thing that sucks is I don't know where to find it. Because I literally
just own it?
I never heard of the movie before. I was walking through Target and I was like, I gotta go check out the records, check out the movies, whatnot. And it was literally like sitting at the side, and I'm like, Spinning Gold, okay, I see the record. My curious eye, I'm like, okay, what do we got here? Look at the front, immediately here's the cast. Oh, it's on Vudu. Okay, so you gotta rent it. Definitely highly recommend checking it out. Jeremy Jordan, Michelle Monaghan, Jay Farrow, Lindsay Fonseca, Dan Fogler, James Wolk, Jason Isaacs, and Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa plays George Clinton.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Fucking dope. I saw Kiss on the front, Donna Summers, and Gladys Knight, so immediately I'm like, all right.
I'll buy it.
But highly recommend checking it out. It's about Neil Bogart, who was the founder of Casablanca Records, who had a gambling addiction and a nasty alcohol addiction to go with that. And when you mix it both together and he's trying to run a record label and pop off these legendary artists, absolutely incredible. Kiss sold me on it, but then I ended up becoming a bigger fan of Donna and Gladys throughout. Oh. So really highly recommend checking it out. I think it's about, 2 hours long? It's about right. Yeah, a little over 2 hours.
That's not bad.
So yeah, not too bad at all. Highly recommend checking out Spinning Gold.
Spinning Gold. I'm going to have some.
Great movie. And I'm sure it'll be on streaming soon too, because I'm pretty sure it just came out. But the thing that I did want to mention that I have been talking about really since it begun, I've been keeping tabs on it and trying to keep everybody updated. And this week, shit hit the fucking jet fuel fan. SAG, now AFTRA as well, has now partnered for an actor and writer strike that has now happened for the first time in over 60 years, which is actually just really, truly dumbfounding that we're really witnessing history on this one. It's gotten crazy. I saw that they pulled back on the premiere of Oppenheimer. I saw, let's see, what's the other shit that's been going on with it? What do we got? Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of, okay, Euphoria got delayed until 2026. Thought that was crazy.
Holy
I saw a lot of
shit.
people were like, at this point, just cancel it.
Holy shit.
Deadpool 3 has stopped production altogether.
Oh.
Filming will only resume when it ends.
I've never seen a single Deadpool.
Do like Deadpool.
Fuck Ryan Reynolds. Refuse to watch it.
Hot
Hot take.
You don't like Ryan Reynolds?
No. He acts the same in every single movie. That's not talent to me.
You got a point. I had to think about it for a minute, but you do got a point.
He acts fratty, douche bro, every single movie he's in.
He does kind of do that, and then like he throws like even in Hitman's Bodyguard, it's like it's an action movie, dude. You don't have to throw in little comedic jabs every second.
No, we get it. Like we get it. We get it. We get it.
FX's now this one I thought was actually kind of fucked up. I feel almost bad for him. FX's Alien series is currently in pre-production and has booked out multiple Bangkok studios, hired vast quantities of lighting equipment. But with at least 2 of the show's lead a part of SAG, it is unknown if filming will be able to commence.
So they just have all that, just holding it?
Yeah, just
spent it?
All to a halt.
Wow.
During the strike, as the rules go for the actors, they will not be allowed to film any movie or TV production, take part in any press junket or film premiere, and promote anything at SDCC, and will be advised not to attend any award shows at all.
Yeah, those people just recently walked out of their movie premiere.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Barbie didn't bail yet, but I saw.
I mean, which also is just more publicity in itself, walking out.
Christopher Nolan also said that he's not even going to put pen to paper for his next movie until this whole thing ends.
Damn. Wow.
Ultimately, it fucked up the release of his baby.
Yeah.
Because Oppenheimer, the movie he's been trying to make for years.
Yeah. I want to fucking see that movie so bad.
Disney, Warner Brothers Discovery, Netflix, and Universal have all put a complete halt on their movie releases. People don't realize how nasty this thing's got.
Yeah.
And it's all because of people that just want to put food.
I was going to say, chances are your favorite actor or whatever is on that fucking guild.
Yep. And all of it just week by week is just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse until finally we're not going to have shit to watch unless AI writes the fucker.
Just pay him.
But now we don't even have people to act.
Just pay him. Show the accounting. Just pay.
I did see when you go back in time and you look up, like, well, how long did the first one last? When the writers started it, it was like, okay, let's play it out.
But when both
the actors joined in, it was like 3 weeks later they came to a conclusion. Like literally like 3 weeks later. According to Deadline, the studios are going to hold out on making a deal until writers start. Oh, yeah. I saw that. That one executive did say that.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, that's just somebody fucking evil.
That's grimy.
Evil. Yeah, that's some fucked up shit. You're a complete fucking evil person at that point to just not give people what they're due. I mean, come on. They do, people forget, like, everybody thinks every actor that you see on screen's just rich. It's like, not really.
No.
Like, not really. Some get lucky, some don't. Like, and, at the end of the day, too, these people want to get paid a lot different, too, than I feel like how these streaming services are trying to pay them. Like,
yeah, it's like,
oh, hey, come work for us. If it gets greenlit and we use your shit, we'll pay you. If not, thanks for the internship for the past month.
Yeah, sorry, people are trying to get, like, their
you're like,
most...
well, that's not going to keep the lights on.
Yeah, it's like, people are trying to get the most, like, their optimized, like, bag they can get. It's like, they're doing the work. Might as well give them the money for it.
Yeah, might as well give them what they're due. Exactly. So it's going to be interesting, though, to see as far as how this strike does pan out. I know they mentioned not even going to have talks until October, but I feel like they got to get this thing figured out because I saw like Stranger Things was another one. Now that got pushed back an extra year. And people, if you look in the comments, they're like, what? I don't understand. And it's like, what don't you understand? If I told you tomorrow that you're going to show up to work and you're going to get a pay cut and work twice as hard, twice as much hours.
For less, yeah.
For less. What are you going to say? You're going to go, I'm going on strike.
Yeah, I'm not gonna work.
Yeah, I'm not going to show up then. I'm not going to keep taking this little piece of a full carrot that you keep
giving me. Yeah, the SpongeBob meme that, I'm going to head out. I was like, I'm gone. Yeah, I'm going to head out. I'm gone. Like, there's no point in me. There's no point in me being here.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how it pans out, man. It's already got about as bad as I guess it can get.
Yeah.
So I guess it's really only up from here. Hopefully they can hash it out quickly.
That's what I'm saying. That shit doesn't get done in a day.
No. Especially not trying to please this many people. Like, originally, you just had a small little fire.
That shit takes years already to like.
Now this thing's a fucking California wildfire.
That's what I'm saying. It's already, most stuff was already going to be out till like next year, like on track with all their writing. Now they're stopped for months. Yeah, like you said, 2026. Absurd. That's fucking absurd.
Who even wants Euphoria?
That's absurd.
Like, yeah, I'm going to wait 3 more years for this show.
Yeah,
now I
aren't
have
they
to
in
wait
high
2
school?
more years for Stranger Things.
Aren't they in high school in the
Yeah.
show? Yeah, they're all going to be fucking 35. Like, what the fuck? It's going to be like John Travolta in Grease. Dude, you were 40. Dude, you were 40.
Like, wait a minute.
Like, oh my God. Those grays.
Oh, God. Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting, to see how that one pans out. I hope everybody can get what they're doing. I hope that everything can kind of go back to being positive. Productions can be, resumed on all these things. Like, I mean, I'm excited for the new Deadpool. I'm excited for the new Stranger Things. Come on, let's hash this thing out. Let's get these shows
Yeah, we
filmed.
need it.
Like, I mean, you're already seeing Euphoria might just be gone. Like, might just be kaput. Oh, another one. I saw that, oh, God. The people who made Schitt's Creek were going to start a new show.
Oh, were they?
But now that got delayed to like 2027.
I never seen that show.
And it's like, well, that's dead. Like,
Schitt's Creek good?
from when I watched it seemed all right. I just never fully got into
My
it.
mom loves that show.
I know it won some Emmys, though.
Yeah, my mom loves that show.
By the way, I do want to just mention the Emmys, just real brief. Just some of the bigger nominations of it. Yeah, Schitt's Creek was all right.
I heard it was good. My mom loves that show.
Worth a check out.
I feel like it's that demographic, though.
I know Wifey got into it more than I did.
Yeah, I feel like it's like that demographic.
But with the Emmys, something I did want to mention I thought was cool. Bill Hader, an actor that I like a lot, got nominated for. Or actually, I think did the Emmys happen or is it just not? I think it's just nominations right now. But Bill Hader got nominated for Best Actor in Harry, Best Writer, and Best Director of the show for Barry.
Really?
Actually. Yeah, for Barry. Which I've never actually seen.
Is that on FX?
Much Barry. I think Barry's on Max.
I want to watch that.
Max or Hulu.
Because I do love Hader,
So
especially specifically his writing. Him writing anything is like always.
And
really,
he's
really,
been
really good.
killing it too with this.
Yeah, he's always.
Barry's on Max.
Okay, sweet. I'm gonna watch that now.
Love Barry.
I'm gonna add that to my list. And fuck yeah.
Speaking of Max, which then pivots us into sports, Hard Knocks will be covering the Jets to start the season.
Yeah, I heard no one wanted to be covered on Hard Knocks.
Yeah, no one really wanted it. It's bad luck.
Yeah, I heard literally no one wanted to be
seems
on
to
Hard
be bad
Knocks.
luck, dude. Everyone that I watch, everything goes bad. Like the Arizona Cardinals last year were poised to be a good team.
Yeah, then they fucking.
Yeah. Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins fucking arguing all the time.
Yeah, Kyle's too busy playing Call of Duty to give a fuck.
Yeah, get off the COD, bud.
Yeah, fucking
Your
idiot.
KD's higher than your fucking accuracy on the field.
Yeah, your KD. Yeah. Fucking.
Damn. But no, I saw that they will be covering the Jets.
TBR.
So that the way they do it too is they do a preseason and then a during season.
Yeah, they just want it for Rodgers.
So it looks like they want the Aaron Rodgers how he's.
They want the Aaron Rodgers money bag. Yeah,
the Jets are already fucking ass anyways, so it's not like we're gonna make the team.
They're hoping
worse.
fucking Zach Wilson maybe throws some shade or some drama into it.
Oh, for sure.
Being the dude he is, yeah.
And didn't he say something like, "No matter who takes this field,
whoever's coming out ain't taking my spot." Yeah, he's like, all right, dude.
That age like milk.
I mean, you're
that
out here
age-
fucking your mom's friend.
That age like Susan Sarandon.
Yeah, that age.
The Lions one was great, even though our season sucked. Yeah, the Lions one was fun.
Yeah.
I like the Lions one.
I like that one.
I really do like the Lions, actually. They get unjustifiably hated like the Browns.
Yeah.
We're two workhorse teams that
Suck.
but we make it look good. We fall in style, damn it.
I mean, 0-16 is not making it look good.
We made 0-16 look about as good as you can.
Made it look better than the Lions.
Hey, at least our coach almost jumped into the fucking water.
Yeah.
Yours didn't do that. But, so it'll be interesting to see how the Hard Knock season goes with the Jets. I love that Hard Knock show, so I'm excited to see it. I want to see the Browns get one, though. I'm pumped for that. Dame to the Heat. How do you feel about that? Which now it looks like that might not even happen. I'm a little late on that one.
I was for it would be a good fit, but I don't know, actually. I'm not saying Dame is like needs to be like an ISO individual player, but like I don't know how that would work.
I will say that for the. Do you want to drink?
Sure. I feel you got to put him around some like young bucks. Like if it was Damian. No, see, I don't even want to say that. I don't even want to say if it was like Damian Lillard instead of like Chris Paul in that Suns team because there's too many superstars. I don't know. I feel like Damian Lillard needs like I don't even know even if it was like Damian Lillard instead of Kyrie on that Mavs team. Just give him like one dude with like Luka because obviously
you're
like,
saying Damian and Luka.
Yeah, like I'm not saying he needs like a whole team, but like
with no Kyrie or with Kyrie.
No, like without. Like I'm saying like Dame like I feel like can like thrive even more without like a super packed team because like CJ McCollum was like an NBA All-Star and fucking that's all Dame really needed for a couple years. I mean, obviously that's all they needed. They didn't go far, but like
the closest he got was when it was McCollum and Nurkic.
Yeah,
when Nurkic was playing his best ball.
Yeah, Nurkic isn't anything to bat an eye over. He had a season.
That was his best year.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, if you didn't get one with him that year, he ain't getting one. Like, because now I don't even think he starts or even gets close.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to say I don't want to say he wouldn't do, but I just want to. I'm just afraid, not afraid, but like him with like a star fucking big four team, like that Suns team playing with like instead of Chris Paul. Put Dame, so it's like with Ayton, KD, Booker. How is he going to shine in something like that? You know what I mean? Compared to having like one other dude that's like really, really good.
I will say that Dame to the Heat doesn't bug me like when other players do that shit. Like I don't like it how KD plays hopscotch with the fucking teams. Like
Dame to the Heat would be okay because they have Bam.
Like KD, I'll be honest, I don't even know where he's at anymore. Not in Brooklyn, right? He's in Phoenix. He's in Phoenix. My bad. Where Chris Paul in?
Warriors.
Mm-hmm. Now, where did
Jordan Poole went to the Wizards? If you're wondering.
Poole went to the Wizards. Where did Harden go anywhere yet? No. Okay. See, that's another one of those guys though. I can't ever keep a fucking tab on him. It's like, where did he go now?
Yeah, him and Westbrook started to be like that too.
Yes, Westbrook's been doing that.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Last time I saw him, I thought he was on the Clippers.
See,
because there's that one picture when he was like flexing, like when he was like on his back.
I think he is. Yeah, I think
he's still on the Clippers.
See, Clippers. I should know that. Earlier I said a little callback, but Russell I acknowledges Westbrook.
Yeah.
I don't even know what team you're on, buddy. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can acknowledge you very well.
Yeah, you better.
What arena do I pull up to?
Yeah.
To give you this acknowledgement.
Yeah, yeah, oh my God.
Apparently I got to pull up to the crypto.
Yeah.
But, no, I'm trying to keep tabs on everybody, but I have been following the Dame one pretty close. But now, as far as I see it now, it looks like Portland's saying, unless it's a U-Haul, I can't trade him, is pretty much what I've been seeing, no? It sounds to me like that's what Portland's saying. Like, hey, if you guys want to send the bus, then we'll accept.
It's going to have to be like a Deshaun contract. Like it's going to something thought.
We need, let's see, for the Blazers, what do you need? You need talent in the meantime, and you need first-round picks.
And you need,
So if you're Miami Heat, I would say,
and a fuck ton of money. So he's going for a fuck ton of money, like
to be completely honest with you.
First.
I know this is gonna sound crazy because he is a good asset for Miami, but if you're trying to really trade to Portland and keep him young, I'd say you trade Harrow and a piece and 2 first-round picks.
Yeah, I think Harrow
was a piece, 2 first-round picks. Give me Dame.
Yeah, I think he was. I think he was like in like the talks for like. Oh, I would. Yeah, I mean, I would. Fuck it.
I mean, if I'm Miami, it's like, yes, is Harrow good? Yes, but
we're going for now.
Is he the star that we thought he could be when we drafted him? No, he's not.
He was like just coming off an injury. He's young with an injury. You don't know how that's going to keep lingering.
He's hit or miss.
Like if you can get a keep injured fucking Tyler Hero or a fucking Damian Lillard that always shows up,
and
you know what I mean,
and bet the bank on it because you're saying, well, if this experiment fails, we can't draft.
And he's gonna be in Miami, so he's gonna write a quick 32 with fucking Rick in the studio.
Oh, my God,
you know what I mean? Like, come on,
get Dame Dollar in Miami. Come on.
Actually, that might be bad for him. I don't know. He might get involved.
Oh dear. He might quit the whole basketball game.
He might be on his jaw shit.
If he did that, that'd be even better. But Dame Dollar,
with
the chopper, Dame Chopper.
Didn't you just drop a new song? Didn't you throw that song in there?
He actually, good brother dude.
Oh, that's I fucked with that one.
Love Dame Dollar.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think as far as sports rappers go,
Antonio Brown. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Put that shit on. Whatever
that shit was garbage.
Put that shit on.
Yeah, put that shit in the toilet. That shit's ass.
My business booming. My business boom.
That shit is garbage.
I ran it off the field. Or wait, I ran off with the check like I ran up off the field. I was like, okay. Didn't expect him to drop a bar on that one. But excited to see where Dame will land. Definitely am. I'm not mad though if he goes to another team. No. Especially like one like
it's
Miami
due.
Where he wants to go.
It's due. I respect trying to be
if
loyal.
Anybody can do that and deserve to do it, I go Dame.
Yeah. Like, I respect that you trying to do that, but it's not the late 90s to early 2000s anymore. You switch a team if you want.
Yeah. Like, and especially
he's tried.
He's given like you said.
He's tried.
He's went out there and dropped 60 points for them to lose by 10.
Yeah, and like it's not a good city. Like, no one's trying to live in Portland. Like,
the bench sucks. The coaching sucks.
It's not a good team. The weather's shit. It's Portland. Like,
they never take any of his requests.
Yeah, like they don't listen to him. They're like, like it's just not a play. It's not an attractive place to go play at. You can't get any talent there.
Seems like anytime they give him a rookie to try to work with, it just falls flat.
Yeah, no free agents could be like, why I want to go to the wonderful city of Portland.
Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, it's like where it's raining all the fucking time.
Where I can smoke legal weed just so I don't feel like I want to kill myself.
Yeah, it's like... So what do you want us to do here? It's like we have millions of dollars to do nothing in Portland,
And
Oregon.
if I don't want to watch the Blazers play, the only other option I have is for 2 months out of the year I can watch the Ducks play.
Yeah, no shade to Portland, but what do you guys do there? What do you do?
That's a good question. If you live in Portland, we need to know, what do you guys do for hobbies? What's your recreation?
They probably say the same shit about us, dude. We're in Ohio.
Like, have fun at Cedar Point, jackass.
Yeah, have fun with your Cedar Point cornfields.
And your fucking backyard cornhole that probably gets rained out and snowed on every other 15 minutes.
All in 10 minutes, yeah.
We drove through your state and thought we went through every fucking season.
Yeah.
Thought it was a Twilight Zone. Last thing I did want to mention sports-wise, which kind of ties into news. Again, I know I'm a little bit skosh late on it. But Britney Spears pressed charges on Victor
Wembanyama?
Yeah, Wembanyama.
Because the security guard?
On him. Yeah, which...
Was there, like, video or anything? I didn't see...
Yeah, you didn't see the video?
Did he actually, like, hit her? Like, actually smack her?
I have no audio on, but I do believe I'm able to look this up.
No, he actually did hit her?
Oh, my God. He backhanded the bitch Stephanie McMahon style.
Nah, he backhanded her.
Like, he went
strong side.
It was like he knew it was almost like he had eyes in the back of his head. It's like, hey, Victor. And he just goes.
Did she grab on him? Like, trying to, like, get his attention? Like, to, like, turn him around?
She reached.
Oh.
So.
Did he even not look? He just looked with the hand?
He didn't really look.
Yeah, he just
so
fucking,
like.
Yeah,
it's like,
bitch. Yeah.
It's like the hand goes like, here's Brittany's hand on the guard. By the time the hand's like right here, he goes, boom, and just swings his fucking arm back. But the slap, like literally, like she gets hit like by like right here, and you actually see her go like that, and it's like, oh, embarrassing moment. Like,
damn, she took the tumble.
Yeah, she fell backwards.
She took the Webby tumble.
Looked more like she hit herself. Oh yeah, when she brings her arm back, yeah, that looked kind of weird too. Like she smacked herself.
Oh my god!
Like she tried to really sell it. Let's see if I can find.
Man, sign her, Vince. She's fucking needs a contract. She's out here selling moves.
She was out here selling it for real. Britney Spears. Let's bring up the video. There it is. All right, no audio to it though. So you just got to kind of see it real quick. I'm showing him the video of it.
He gave her a fucking bitch. He came down. You'll
see it in fast motion.
Yeah. Hey, Victor. Boo! He didn't even look. He was kind of like, get out of here. And he just fucking hit her. I'm not justifying him hitting her, but he didn't even like turn his head. He was just like, get the fuck out of here. Now. Yeah.
And then like she just kind of like
it just so happens you hit a very famous woman. I was gonna say, if so happens you hit a woman, second of all, you hit a very famous woman.
As the simulation be simulating, did you see the follow-up to it?
No.
Literally 2 days later, Brittany and Victor spotted at dinner, having a dinner date. Victor reportedly fired that security guard. Britney Spears is still pressing charges on the guy. Everybody wins but the security guard.
Let's go, Dubs.
Like, Britney Spears flipped it into a dub. Now she's getting bagged by Victor. Getting bagged by the number one rookie.
Yeah, that rookie contract's balling. He took it to Nobu.
I actually don't know if they were at
No, fucking no.
That's a good one, though. That's a good guess.
I just got to get it off for the future bar. Yeah.
Took her to Nobu.
Yeah, get it off for the
then
future
in the morning, took her to Soho.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's fucking hilarious. But I'm just waiting for them to be confirmed dating. God damn, will that be good?
Yeah, well, now
There's also a rumor that Kim K and Tom Brady are dating.
Yeah, I saw that.
Do you put any stock into it? No, you don't think bullshit? You think cap?
He definitely beat, for sure.
You think so?
Yeah, I think Tom Brady beat, for sure. Yeah, at least beat.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I would if I
feel like Tom's thoughting out, low key.
No, he's on his thought tour.
Yeah, I think he's on.
I think he's
on a slut. I think he's on a slut walk right now. I think Tom Brady's on a slut walk for sure.
He's gonna go out like 21 Savage. I'm a slut.
That dude has the tightest NDAs of all time because I know he is thoughting out right now. I mean, he's acted bad.
That NDA looks like an SAT.
Yeah, he's on his hot boy. He's on a hot boy summer right now.
Oh my God! Give me 3 reasons why you should never confess about this.
Yeah, I feel like Tom Hanks. I feel like Tom Brady's wilding right now.
He's got a tunnel like JFK had in the White House.
Yeah,
bringing Kim K, Chloe,
for real,
all of them in and out.
Has to. Like, I feel like he is. I feel like he's crazy. Especially he was at that Michael Rubin all white party.
Oh yeah,
you know Kim K sucked him off in the bathroom.
That's where they actually pointed out where people are like, look, we're not going to say that they're dating, but like if we're going to humor this thing, every single time one of them went to move and go somewhere else, the other one followed them.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You hear all that?
Like it would be like, oh, here they are at the cheesecake table. Here they are outside dancing.
Here they are getting
hors
d'oeuvres.
Over here, hors d'oeuvres. Here they are getting drinks. Here they are laughing in the front yard. Like here they're leaving together, but they're just getting in different cars.
Yeah.
So it's
There's
like
Tom leaving the bathroom with her behind him, zipping up his pants.
That shot would be crazy.
Yeah, all the Reuben pics. Brady's just like out of the bathroom doing his pants. He's like, oh.
They're like, goddamn, paparazzi's deep in this bitch.
The little pictures,
cut like a clock.
The pictures of a little baby like smiling, laughing, like they're his like 3rd grade portrait pictures are so funny.
Speaking of little baby, did you see he opened up a seafood restaurant?
Did he?
Yeah,
that's sweet. That's cool.
What's it called?
That's cool.
I she forgot to mention that. Yeah, what's the seafood place called? It's I did see he had a rough time with ticket sales, but I won't dive too much into that. Just keep it brief. Little baby had to cancel a couple shows.
Oof.
They booked him for arenas, and he only sold like 3,000 tickets. Out of 16,000. So they just kind of was like, let's just reschedule this thing to a venue that'll fit the people that actually bought tickets. But little baby is officially opening his first restaurant in Atlanta called the Seafood Menu.
Tough.
So it's a seafood restaurant. Apparently, here's a picture of him trying it out.
Oh, nice.
Looks like he's enjoying it quite well, I will say. Looks like a very delicious meal. But, yeah, so shout out Lil Baby for that. So now that leaves us with one topic remaining. And that leaves us with pro wrestling. So, as you know, I like to start with WWE, and then I'll trickle into AEW.
Yes.
But first question is, what wrestling have you been watching? Have you been, like, keeping up recently, all that?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Okay, cool. Didn't know if you, like, fell behind or anything like that. See, I know that you like to keep up. Fuck yeah. Mm-hmm. So, what have you been, just in general, wanted to ask it before I dive into the couple pieces of news. What do you think of the direction that WWE has been going recently? What do you like storyline-wise? What have you been seeing that maybe you don't like storyline-wise?
I didn't like that LA Knight didn't get the briefcase. But
and they gave it to Damian?
Yeah,
I thought that was a little weird.
But they've made up for it incredibly by that spot he had in the Finn Balor-Seth Rollins match when he kind of cost Finn Balor the loss. When he kind of, like, remember when Balor's about to hit the coup de grace and Damian walks out and just stares at him?
With the briefcase and creates that tension.
Yeah. So it's like maybe he's going to try to fuck over Finn and go for the belt, like, against Seth? Like, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, because, like, or who knows?
If it goes that route, what I think he would do is that it would be one of those cases where Finn would hit the coup de grace, and then Damian would like run into the ring, hit him with the briefcase,
and then
get it disqualified, and then cash in.
And
pick up the scraps and just hit his finisher on
fucking
Rollins
south of heaven, and just fucking kill him.
And then Finn would obviously be like, he fucked me. Like, he
got
me
help.
Yeah,
mommy help.
Which I think would ultimately result in Finn Balor turning face if that happened.
That'd be cool.
To where then the Judgment Day would kind of be disbanded, or it would just be Damian
and Edge together.
You think Edge would come back?
Bro, Edge is coming back for one more turn for sure.
Oh, but like for Judgment Day?
I mean, if Finn left it, maybe like, hey, we
turn as the head.
I mean, or no, I'm saying they go together. Like we both got it kind of kicked out type shit. If someone to join, you know what I mean?
Finish kind of how he started.
If they turned him face, they're
maybe do tag team.
Yeah, maybe they're like, Edge. Maybe I need you now. Like I kind of got sorry that all kind of happened, but I'm getting fucked now.
Finn and Edge doing a tag. That could be cool against Damian and Dom.
Yeah,
I could see that. Rhea on the outside. You just couldn't talk to her for a second. And Beth Phoenix. On the outside. As well.
If they want to have Damian and fucking Finn obviously feud or whatever like that.
Yeah, I've been kind of liking the direction they've been going with that. They have managed to get Dom over, which is pretty cool.
Put the belt on Io. That'd be sweet.
Oh, dude, I want to see her and Asuka so bad.
That'd be so tough.
Like, I actually thought when Io won, which so glad Io won, I wanted to see her challenge Asuka. I thought that would have been really cool. Like just flat out be like, like I want to, like how John Cena cashed in, where he could be like, I want to schedule the match ahead of time. Yeah, because you remember Cena did that. And he's like, I just want to challenge you, and we'll meet there.
That's cool though.
But I'd love to see Io and Asuka at SummerSlam.
That's gonna be
if not, you got to save it for Mania.
That's gonna be a fucking banger of a match.
Oh, that's a 5 out of 5. As far as Damian goes, though, I mean, obviously we know what belt he's gonna cash in on. It's gonna be the World Heavyweight. Yeah. I mean, that's clear as day.
That was gonna be clear as day. I think of whoever won it. Maybe not LA Knight. If Logan won it, it would have been against Seth. Damian, obviously.
If anybody won it, it would not have been against Roman. No way. Because that's what would happen is that's a waste of a cash in. Because they're going to cash in, and no way are they going to let Roman lose. Yeah. They did let Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso, though, pin him at Money. Yeah. I thought that was pretty interesting.
The fucking sales and promos they would have had, though, if they had that briefcase on LA Knight.
Oh, man. That's the thing that I mentioned, too, last time I was on the pod.
Oh, really?
Like, people forget that when you get that briefcase,
you soar.
It guarantees TV time, and it lets you work on your promos because now you got this thing to lean on.
Yeah, because you'll have someone like talking about like, oh, I'm gonna get the shot at the belt, and then you always had like Theory last year. He would always walk out of the back like, well, and then he would cut it a promo. He's like, well, I actually have the fucking briefcase. Like, like they're guaranteed like a
LA would have been able to do
They're guaranteed a 3 to 5 minute promo almost every show they're on,
and good matches. Yeah. Like, oh, okay, like you have the briefcase, we can't leave you off the.
Or they're always sitting. They're always sitting next to fucking Graves and KP on the announce table.
They come out, get the
always
matches. Yeah. Oh, I want to get a closer look.
Yeah, and they'll like fuck up and like someone accidentally throw like the opponent onto them. Or like how Bianca did when she was watching, she accidentally gets kicked in the face.
Oh yeah, gets them like engaged, and then like he can stand up and go.
Yeah, I'll see you. Yeah. Like one person's holding the belt, the other dude's holding the briefcase. Yeah, just stupid shit.
A lot of that. But, I really wanted to see it go to either, I thought it was going to be LA or Logan. Yeah. But I was way off Damian.
Yeah, I had no fucking clue.
Dude, Dan actually called it.
Really?
Dan, weirdly enough, right before that match, he was over here, and he goes, I don't know why, because I was like, how I'm always like, who do you got? Yeah. And he goes, if it's not Logan, he goes, give me Damian. And then he's like, actually, put Damian first. I was like, really?
Oh, shit.
He goes, yeah. He goes, I kind of been fucking with the Judgment Day. He's like, I really think, he goes, I saw something like they really want to give him a big push. And I'm like, okay. And then sure as shit, when I saw him climb that ladder, I'm like, no fucking way. I'm like, there's no one in the ring. I'm like, oh my God, he's actually going to get it.
He's going to win.
Yeah.
He won.
And then when Io climbed over Bailey, I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
To get the briefcase. Thought that was great. And then, of course, that Jey Uso match at the end where the Bloodline Civil War, I thought that was great.
Awesome.
Did you see, before I mentioned her name, Shayna Baszler turned on Ronda, which that was
I did not expect that, no.
Did not see that coming at all. It was like one of those wrestling moments where like It actually took me like 2 seconds to realize what just happened.
No, I was watching.
Yeah, because if you remember, the way they did the camera angle was perfect.
Yeah, it literally cut off Ronda where you didn't see any part of Shayna coming in at all. You literally just saw Ronda drop to the ground. You're like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
And then you just see Shayna on top of her pummeling her. You're like, whoa, what?
Yeah, like.
And then they show the replay, and then they show Shayna come up and run behind her. You're like, oh, fuck. Yeah, they played that perfectly.
And it was like one of those scenes, too, where WWE actually swerved themselves. Because here's Liv holding her arm, mangled as could be, limping away from Ronda's. Ronda's about ready to rip her arm off. And they're like, yeah, here it comes. They're going to make Ronda look like she's fucking Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
and then like you said, just boom. And you're like, I'm like, oh, what? And then, like, next thing you know, it's like, yeah, Shayna's raining down on her.
Yeah, you're like, fucking Christ.
I'm like, okay, get her. Fuck ass Ronda. Ronda Rottencrotch. But, no, I don't want to put that on her jacket. I know she don't give a damn about my bad reputation.
Hey.
But, shout out Ronda. She has a good addition to WWE. But I did see, though, that she might be heading back to UFC.
Really?
That was something that I did want to mention, yeah. Do you think she should? How do you feel about it if she does? I don't think she should.
No, she might get washed.
Might make it look worse than it did before.
Yeah, she might just get washed. So
you know what I mean? Like if she comes back and then looks bad and then tries to come back to WWE, she can't call herself the baddest woman on the planet.
No.
Because then the promo would be, dude, didn't you just get CM Punk'd in the fucking octagon?
Yeah.
But I don't think she should go back to the UFC, but unfortunately, I do feel like that is something that I
see in the foreseeable future.
Talks, yeah, even if it's just for like 1 or 2, or like maybe she could even do like one of those like celebrity bouts.
You think? I don't know.
I always thought she was better fit for UFC, but going back now would be a mistake.
Yeah, she sucks.
That's kind of how I was feeling on it.
Right? Where she makes everyone look worse than WWE.
That's the thing is like she came right in and they just gave her that classic golden ticket.
Yeah, she sucks.
Shayna actually nailed it this past week on Raw.
Yeah, Shayna's always been better than her.
Yeah, and she even nailed it. She's like, something like needed your help or something. She goes, I stayed here in the developmental busting my ass for years just for you to show up and you get to walk right in the back door of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh.
She gets to come back and win Royal Rumble. Woo.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Night 1. Like.
Yeah, here. There you go.
Fucking crazy.
You want main spot of Mania here?
Yeah, have the main event against Shane or Stephanie and Triple H. Like, yeah, so I don't know if she's gonna head back to UFC. I could see it happening, but if anything, I think she'd just go home and be Miss Rousey and be a mom.
Yeah,
and have fun and enjoy.
There's nothing wrong with that. No,
and her ranch, which I've seen it from the Total Diva show. I mean, her house is beautiful. So it's like, why would you want to leave that?
Yeah,
like especially to go.
Yeah, go chill.
Fall like Humpty Dumpty through the ropes.
Yeah,
like
just go chill. Just go chill.
For real. And then the other thing I wanted to mention, this is so brief but just hilarious, is I don't know when this happened, but Ryback blocked me on Twitter.
Fuck that idiot.
Fatback blocked me on Twitter.
Ryback's a moron.
Oh, that was so funny though. When I just happened to like go to his Twitter and I'm like, what the fuck? Cause like I keep seeing all that shit where somebody would post like a screenshot of his poll. And was like, which I don't know if you saw this, super funny though. So like a couple months ago, actually, he did this poll.
I was like, where should I go to?
Yeah.
It was like a bunch of them. It says like the last one was retired.
Yeah, it's WWE, AEW, Impact.
Yeah, Impact, yeah.
And then it's like retire. And it's like 71% of people voted retire.
Yeah, and he's like, all right, guys. He's like, I'm going to redo this. Because like, there's a lot of
trolls.
He's like, yeah, there's a lot of bot trolls. He's like, all right, we're going to do this poll one more time. Seriously, the guys take this serious. Like, what should I do with my career? Retire most voted again. Yeah.
This time it was worse. It was like 86%.
Yeah. It's like, dude, you needed those bots to help you. He's like, they were making it better.
Ooh, yeah.
That shit is so funny.
You just know that Ryback can't make the burner account fast enough to go vote WWE on the poll.
My aunt,
he's over here doing that meme. Fucking.
My aunt likes Ryback only for that Twitter like reason because she thinks that's like the funniest thing ever.
Oh, that.
Yeah. She thinks like I was at this like antique mall and I found like it was like for like $2. It was like a fucked up like Ryback like wrestling like figure. I bought it for her, and she's like, thought it was funny.
I love how, like, that dude, like, whenever you hear him talk, he's like, oh, like, everybody always loved working with me. It was just, like, a couple people. And then literally everybody that's ever talked about working with Ryback was like, dude, you were dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, you were doing shit super sloppy, just throwing weight around. And, like, even when I went back and watched some Ryback matches, there's a Punk and Ryback match where they were doing, like, a last man standing.
Yeah.
And CM Punk said when you go back and watch the match to look for it. And I did. And you see it clear as day. There's multiple times in the match where, like, he's literally going like this to Ryback. It's like, dude, calm down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, when he, like, goes to pick him up
Yeah.
and, like, he, like, rammed him into the corner. Well, when he brought him back and he, like, did it again, you see Punk, like
yeah,
yo,
bro,
you're just driving me into this.
You gotta fucking relax,
like,
dude.
we get it, you're a big boy, but damn, we're trying to put on a match out here.
Yeah, we gotta protect each other, my guy. We gotta leave how we walked in.
And then Kane even said before that Ryback threw him a couple potatoes.
I just hit him.
And he said that when I came from my chin one, he goes, I really connected with it. And Ryback was like, he goes, yeah, don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, we give receipts out here.
Yeah.
You know, Kane's like, I'm old school.
Kane's,
You've done me a couple times.
Kane's like, I'll fuck you up, big dude. So,
yeah, I never liked Ryback. I always thought he was the best in the ring. I always thought his promo was stupid as fuck. Sounded like a cereal commercial.
Yeah.
Feed me more.
Yeah, he sucked.
He reminded me of, like, Tony the Tiger if he, like, just drank straight cognac and smoked Newport menthols.
Yeah,
for, like, 50 years. Yeah. Feed me more wrestling.
Yeah.
Great. Like, Ryback just reminded me of, like, a roided out fucking idiot. Like the Boss Baby if he grew up to be a celebrity superstar that fell into drugs and alcohol. But the last thing that I did want to mention, obviously wanted to dive into some AEW with you. I know you're a big AEW guy as well. I've actually been keeping up with Dynamite and Collision about as best as I can.
Yeah, Collision's been pretty cool.
Did you see that AEW released a new set of rules?
No.
Okay, so they just renegotiated their TV contract, which
that's cool. Yeah.
I didn't know if you heard that or not. So, as per Fightful, here is the following that is now banned in AEW and on all levels.
Okay.
Unprotected chair shots to the head.
Of course,
So
should
no
be.
more unprotected chair shots, which I agree.
That should have been already.
I'll never forget when I saw Cody take that one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was nasty.
Or that just iconic match with The Rock and Mick Foley.
Oh, that's actually almost that. I'll be honest, I don't really get squeamish too much, but
when you see his wife and kid in the crowd, just like,
yeah,
dude, stop hitting my fucking.
It's that shot right
just
there.
Stop hitting my husband in the head with a chair.
Yeah, especially like that last one too, where Mick's like on his knees, and The Rock even hesitates for a second, like, all right.
So yeah, just fucking cracks.
And like you said, that's the one where like they cut to like the wife holding the kid, and it's like the wife's like, "That's my husband's brain you're fucking wrangling out there at this fucking chair."
I'd like them to remember my name tonight.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Mick Foley said that was the night that like really made him like completely fucked up. The other thing, actually in the list, so unprotected chair shots to the head, no bueno. Shots to the back of the head / buckle bombs.
Nice.
So no more
throwing people into the back of the turnbuckle.
Where they thump the back of their head.
Yeah, someone tell Kevin Owens to quit doing that spot on the fucking steps.
Yeah, that is crazy that he keeps doing that.
I fucking hate that, dude.
Every time it's like, Jesus Christ.
I fucking hate that.
But you can't do blind moves that are backwards into the turnbuckle. So, like, trying to think of example here. Blind moves that are backwards into the turnbuckle. Like how Hangman Pac or whoever it is does that move where he almost does like a cartwheel back and then he flips onto the top rope.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Well, they don't want him doing that anymore because the one time where he went like that, and when he brought his head up, it was too soon, and he smacked it and cracked it right on like the top of the turnbuckle. So they're saying that, like, just in general, they don't want people, like, with their back towards the turnbuckle trying to do something involving the turnbuckle. Or, like, which kind of actually goes into the buckle bomb.
Or, like, when they, like, throw him a turn to the turnbuckle, like, not Kevin Owens does it, where he does, like, a fucking somersault on the turnbuckle when he gets hit.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Like when Shawn Michaels would do that shit, too, where he flips and flies.
Or Riddle when he does that crazy spot when they throw him against the turnbuckle and his fucking he fucking his back gets launched down and he just falls straight down. You know what I mean? When they power Irish whip him straight into the fucking corner of the turnbuckle.
Yeah, so they don't want no more of that.
And because their head jolts back, yeah, there's a lot of shit.
It's actually crazy. I'm glad that you mentioned that because that's actually legal in WWE.
Yeah, Kevin Owens is fucked with those spots, dude.
You don't give a fuck. You can't do any more seizure cells.
Oh, thank God.
So they took that away, obviously.
Please, yeah.
Cancel culture heavy. No more seizure. When was the last seizure cell?
Nothing beats the fucking Flair's last match heartache cell.
Oh my fuck. Oh my God. All right. For those that don't know, Ric Flair, who actually has a fucking pacemaker in his chest. This man has a pacemaker. Did one more match. And with his family in the crowd, in fact, he did it near the family.
I was out of the ring when he
was getting chopped, and at one point he got chopped so hard that he faked like he was going into a heart attack.
He dropped to his knee.
Yeah, he's like,
do you like nut tap the guy or something afterwards?
Yeah, because then he did the dirtiest player in the game, fucking right up the fucking nuts, and then he started laughing at him, and he went, woo!
With this fucking dirty ass dental floss hair.
Pacemakers just fucking just
I actually am gonna blow up. No spitting, that's good.
Yeah, so you can't spit anymore. No more spitting. Which again, that's actually eligible in WWE. Especially if you're Bret Hart. But bleeding in the crowd. So you can no longer bleed in the crowd.
Okay, that's good.
Which I agree with that one. I mean,
so Ambrose can't go in the crowd anymore.
So Moxley can't jump the barricade. That's a good one. Yeah, so there's no more bleeding in the crowd. Weapons or projectiles in the crowd. So you can't pick up a chair.
Huge liability reasons, I understand.
That fan that got cracked with the trash can and Impact.
Yeah.
That was pretty fucking crazy. I mean, granted, it was the trash can. I'm sure it didn't hit much, but still. Taking drinks or food from guests in the crowd. So that's on you, MJF. That's the only person they're talking to there. He's the only one who does that.
Yeah.
Takes the drink. And I remember when he took the kid's pop and he threw it in the kid's face and the mom was getting ready to swing on it. And I'm like, that's probably when Tony Khan was like, yeah, they're going to probably implement that rule.
They're asking for their money back.
I think they ended up giving him free tickets to a couple shows because the kid's face literally got soaked.
That'd be sweet, though.
And it looked like a full souvenir cup and everything, like pretty much on the brim.
The $35 John.
Had the straw in it, and MJF just takes it, pops the lid, throws it in his face, and then throws the fucking cup into the crowd. So it's like, you just lost your souvenir cup that had the free refill, and you lost your drink. And now you're soaked for about another half hour.
Yeah, your possibly favorite wrestler just fucking demoralized you.
Right in front of your mom. Now your mom's trying to fight him. You can no longer make physical contact with the crowd. So that goes right back to the drink. No grabbing drinks, grabbing hands and whatnot. And you can't throw objects that have blood on them.
Can you high five? Can like Moxley still high five when he's walking through and stuff?
Actually, in AEW terms, I don't know how that's going to work.
Because you know how they have like the 2 security guards, but you know how he's still like in the shit and he gives them a couple like... Obviously, like walking down the walking down the aisle, you can give your you should be able to give your high five. But you know what I mean, like when they're in the shit, like I said, like Moxley when he's walking through his intro.
Yeah, I'm actually not quite sure how that's gonna work.
Because you know, like he's not like fucking wrestling and tussling with them, but he's like
just like
he's definitely
like you said, it's like, are we really gonna be that crazy?
Or he'll give him an occasional like they'll give him like a forearm, like let's fucking go.
Like what about like maybe like a lean into the crowd?
Yeah, but he's never like they're never like grabbing on like
that's a good one.
Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna work.
I would say that'd be pretty crazy strict.
Because they can't, because that shit gets you hype. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, that's like going in for like a fight. That's
like a thing of being front row to like stick the hand out, see if they catch it. Like,
that's his shit. Like
that'd be really weird if you just have to come out there and be like, I'm sorry, I can't touch your hands.
You come to fucking rush wherever Moxley's coming out to Wild Thing and fucking try to put a hand on him. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing.
Which is a dope ass song to come out.
Fuck yeah.
But I do believe that concludes us on about everything that I wanted to cover from last 2 weeks.
Been a great time.
Love you, Duel Santana, Big Dooley with the Toolie.
Yes, sir.
So there's only one last question I got to ask you is because I just got the confirmation from Jonathan Daly. Blackstone Cherry versus Rage Against the Machine, 12 rounds. Who do you got?
Rage Against the Machine.
Rage Against the Machine, freshly inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Do I realize I'm fighting uphill here? Yeah. So the last thing I just wanted to explain on that. Am I a little bit outgunned and a little bit outmatched on this one? Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
Not unfamiliar territory, though.
Not unfamiliar territory. I love Blackstone Cherry. I think there's a lot of great records, great covers that you guys are hearing
You've
tonight.
attempted and conquered it before, so.
And as always, if I do lose, God
It's
forbid,
coming out swing. It's going to be winner
I'm
take
going
all,
out
probably.
swinging.
Yeah.
So,
It's going to be
give
winner
it my
take
best
all.
shot. Give it my best shot. But this is Pull Up the Chair, episode 46. Happy to talk about a lot of great things.
Sir.
Hope to see you in the Thunderdome again soon and in the Inspiration
Of
Station.
course.
On that note, thank you everybody for being tuned in now and everybody who tunes in later. Please subscribe. Tell your grandmothers, brothers, sisters, UFOs, hoes, and bros to fucking subscribe because I will be doing a cash giveaway at 150 subs to 3 subscribers. On that note, keep the love and the hate loss. See you guys in a little bit. 8 p.m. Eastern time for Sleepless Radio episode 152.
See ya. And nice.